Pranam, sir. You're most welcome. All the distinguished dignitaries, our honorary guests, क्या चाहिए? Okay, yes, sir. A respected and honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, our esteemed chief guest in her absence, distinguished dignitaries on the dais, eminent resource persons, respected heads of the department, deans, faculty members, academicians, researchers, scholars, and dear participants. A very warm, respectful, and proud good morning to everyone present here. Myself, Dipal Punjani, a research scholar from the Department of Commerce and Management, Bhakt Kavi Narsimha Mehta University. It is a matter of great honor and academic privilege for us to welcome you all on the behalf of the Department of Commerce and Management, Bhakt Kavi Narsimha Mehta University, to this one-day national seminar organized under Rashtriya Uchitar Shiksha Abhiyan (RUSA) component number 11, Faculty Improvement Scheme, jointly supported by the Knowledge Consortium of Gujarat (KCG) and the Education Department, Government of Gujarat, with Saurashtra University, Rajkot as the mentor university. The theme of today's seminar, Fintech Innovations and Financial Inclusion for Sustainable Development of Viksit Bharat at the rate 2047, is not only academically relevant but nationally significant. The presence of distinguished academicians, experts, and researchers from various institutions across the country truly enriches the academic event and today's program and reflects the collective commitment of all the academic community towards research, innovation, and national development. As India moves towards its 100th year of independence, financial technology, as the key enabler of financial inclusion and growth, bridges gaps between technology and trust, access and affordability, and innovation and inclusion. To seek auspiciousness for this scholarly gathering, let us begin with a shlok from the Upanishads. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःख भाग भवेत्. Meaning, may all be happy, may all be healthy, may all witness prosperity, may no one suffer in sorrows. This universal prayer beautifully resonates with the very essence of financial inclusion, growth, and leaves no one behind. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Myself, Krishna Chothani, a research scholar from Department of Commerce and Management, Bhakt Kavi Narsimha Mehta University. To formally commence today's seminar, we now proceed with lighting of ceremonial lamp, symbolize the dispelling of ignorance through knowledge and illumination of minds through wisdom. In Indian philosophy, light represents Gnan, Vivek, or Pragati, in sense, knowledge, discriminant, and progress. As we discuss digital finance and technological valuance today, this ritual reminds us that technology must always be guided by wisdom and values. We respectfully invite our esteemed dignitaries on the dais to kindly participate in the lamp lighting ceremony. Please welcome, sir. Thank you so much. We now invite everyone to kindly rise for the university song. The university song reflects our institution's legacy, values, and collective commitment to education, research, and societal development. It reminds us that while technology evolves rapidly, academic institutions remains the custodian of culture.
कोटि कोटि वंदन कोटि कोटि वंदन कोटि कोटि वंदन कोटि कोटि वंदन हमारा कोटि कोटि वंदन
कोटि कोटि वंदन कोटि कोटि वंदन कोटि कोटि वंदन हमारा कोटि कोटि वंदन
भक्त कवि नरसिंह मेहता यूनिवर्सिटी भक्त कवि नरसिंह मेहता यूनिवर्सिटी
भक्त कवि नरसिंह मेहता यूनिवर्सिटी भक्त कवि नरसिंह मेहता यूनिवर्सिटी
तव चरणे हमारा शीश झुका
हे प्राण शक्ति द्युति
कोटि कोटि वंदन कोटि कोटि वंदन कोटि कोटि वंदन हमारा कोटि कोटि वंदन तिथि शिखर लग जाओ जगमग जीवन ज्योति तले तिथि शिखर लग जाओ जगमग जीवन ज्योति
જ્ઞાન અને વિજ્ઞાનના ઉગડે જ્યાંથી પંથ અનંતી શંખે જે કલ્યાણ સર્વતોમુખી
भक्त कवि नरसिंह मेहता यूनिवर्सिटी भक्त कवि नरसिंह मेहता यूनिवर्सिटी
ભક્ત કવિ નરસિંહ મહેતા યુનિવર્સિટી ભક્ત કવિ નરસિંહ મહેતા યુનિવર્સિટી
May I now invite our faculty member, Dr. Vineet J. Verma, sir, to deliver the welcome address and set the academic tone for today's seminar.
Respected Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Pratap Singh Ji Chauhan sir, respected Honorary Guest Sri Gaurav Ruparelia sahib, respected Resource Person Vijay Vyas sir, and Professor Jaideep Chaudhary sir, respected Registrar Dr. Ramesh Parmar sir, respected Convener of the seminar Professor Dr. Bhav Singh Dodia sir, esteemed chairperson sitting in front of me, distinguished deans, directors, heads, principals, faculty member, researchers, participants, and dear students, a very good morning to one and all. It is my great pleasure and honor to extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to everyone present here on the auspicious gathering of one-day national seminar on Fintech innovation, financial inclusion, and sustainable development of Viksit Bharat at 2047. This seminar is organized under the RUSA Component 11 Faculty Improvement Scheme jointly with the Knowledge Consortium of Gujarat and Promotion of Research and Facility Scheme of the Education Department, Government of Gujarat, and by the Department of Commerce and Management, Bhakt Kavi Narsingh Mehta University, under the mentorship of Saurashtra University, Rajkot. Today's seminar reflects our collective commitment towards the academic excellence, research development, and nation building. The theme of this seminar is very relevant. Financial technology or fintech is changing the way finance services are delivered. At the same time, financial inclusion ensures that every citizen, especially those from the weaker section and the rural section, has access the banking, credit, insurance, digital payment services, etc. Today, together, these two areas play a vital role in achieving the vision of Viksit Bharat at 2047, where growth of inclusion and sustainability technology driven are met. We feel deeply honored by auspicious presence of our honorable vice chancellor sir professor pratap singh chauhan sir, whose visionary leadership continuously inspiring the academic community. His commitment to the academic excellence, research development, and institutional growth has strengthened the foundation of our university. His leadership motivates us to aim higher, think innovative, and contribute meaningfully to the society and the nation. We welcome you, sir. Now, we were privileged to have our chief of guest, Professor Daksha Ben Chauhan, madam, who is a professor, head Department of Commerce and Business Administration, Saurashtra University, Rajkot, as our chief guest for today's seminar. However, due to unavoidable circumstances, she could not remain present with us. In her absentia, we deeply value her constant encouragement, academic guidance, and blessings for this seminar. Madam is a visionary educator whose life's work reflect dedication to the knowledge, research, and mentorship. Though she is not physically present with us today, her inspiration and good wishes remain with us during this seminar. We express our sincere gratitude and extend our respectful regards to her. We have with us Sri Gaurav Ruparelia Sahib, who presents add a great value to this academic gathering as a visionary leader who currently serve as a president of the BJP Junagadh Mahanagar. As a multifaceted personality, Sri Ruparelia Sahib seamlessly balance his political responsibility with the successful career in various sectors beyond his professional and political role. He is deeply rooted in the social services and actively support Junagadh's cultural heritage. His commitment to the growth and prosperity of Junagadh makes him a truly inspiring presence at this today's event, sir. Plus, I extend my sincere welcome to our distinguished resource person, Professor Vijay Vyas Sahib, from Department of Commerce and Management, Kranti Guru Shyamji Krishna Verma, Kutch University. He's a He's a respected academician whose dedication to teaching and research has guided many students, professionals. He is known for his commitment to excellence, his combined knowledge, subject knowledge with the practical understanding. We are truly honored to have him with us today, and his insight will greatly benefit the seminar. I also extend a warm welcome to our another distinguished resource person, Professor Jaideep Chaudhary sir, from the Department of Management, Veer Narmad, South Gujarat University, Surat. He is well known for his contribution to management education for inspiring students through his knowledge, leadership, his academic excellence and experience and guidance will add a great value of today's discussion. We warmly welcome you, sir. I would also like to welcome our technical session chairperson, Professor Chetan Lakhlani Sahib, Jigar Rawal Sahib, Jayasri Ben Odedra, Dr. Boye Sahib, Suresh Boye Sahib, Dr. Rajesh Mulchandani Sahib. I would also like to extend my warm welcome to our finance and account officer Kirtiba Gohil madam, as well as I would also like to welcome uh, all the respected faculties out there, Sheikh Sahib, Jhala Sahib, Nishit Dharaiya sir, Rabia Sahib, Ramesh Sahib, Trada sir, Balram sir, Dinesh sir, Om sir, Sojitra madam, Parmar Sahib, Sachin Sahib, Solanki sir, Balodia Sahib, and all the technical team out there. As well as I would also like to welcome director, deans, heads, various principal from various institutions, departments of the university across these four districts. My special appreciation goes to our convener, Professor Bhav Singh Dodia sir, for his tireless efforts in organizing this seminar successfully. I also extend a warm welcome to all researchers, teachers, research scholars, participants from different places across the Gujarat. Let us use this opportunity to learn, share, and collaborate for the research that contributes to the society and nation. I hope today's seminar will generate innovative ideas, strengthen the academic network, and motivate us to work towards financial, inclusive, and technological advance India. With these words, I once again welcome all the participant dignitaries and everyone who are associated with this seminar. Thank you. Jai Bharat, Vande Matram, Bharat Mata ki Jai, Jai Jai Gadvi Gujarat.
Thank you so much, sir, for your warm welcome and encouraging words. In Indian tradition, Atithi Devo Bhava, the guests are regarded as divine. We now proceed with the sustainable welcome of our esteemed dignitaries on the dais as a mark of respect, gratitude, and honor. May I request Professor Dr. Bhausi Dodia, sir, to welcome our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, Professor Dr. Pratap Siji Chauhan, with a memento. May I now request Dr. Dinesh R. Chavda, sir, to welcome Shri Gaurav Ruparelia, BJP President of Junagadh. May I now request Dr. Vineet J. Verma, sir, to welcome Professor Dr. Vijay H. Vyas, sir, Dean of the Faculty of Commerce and Management and Head of Department of Management, KSKV, Kutch University. I would now request Professor Dr. Firoz Sheikh, sir, to welcome Professor Dr. Jaideep Chaudhary, Faculty Member, Department of Business and Industrial Management, VNSTU, Surat. May I now request Professor Dr. Jaisi Jhala, sir, to welcome Dr. Ramesh G. Parmar, sir, Registrar of Bhakt Kavi Narsingh Mehta University. May I now request Professor Dr. Suhas Vyas, sir, to welcome Professor Dr. Bhausi Dodia, sir, Dean and Head of the Department of Commerce and Management.
Thank you so much, sir. Every meaningful academic program requires a clear roadmap. To present the objective, structure, sessions, and expected outcomes of today's seminar, I invite Head and Dean of Department of Commerce and Management, Professor Pausi M. Dodia, sir, the convener of the seminar, to deliver the outcome of the seminar. Please welcome, sir.
Respected Vice Chancellor Professor Pratap C. Chauhan sir, respected Chief Guest and my Guru Daksha Ben Chauhan in her absence, honorable guest Sri Gaurav Ruparelia, distinguished resource persons Professor Vijay Vyas sir and Professor Jaideep Chaudhary sir, our registrar Ramesh Parmar sir, our finance officer Kirtiba Vagela, respected heads and deans of the various faculties, uh, principals of the various colleges, faculty members, researchers, paper presenters, dear students, and all participants present here today. A very warm and respectful good morning to everyone. It is indeed a matter of great honor and privilege for me to stand before this august gathering and present the outline of today's one-day national seminar on fintech innovation and financial inclusion for sustainable development of Viksit Bharat 2047, organized under the Rusha and Faculty Improvement Scheme, jointly organized by the Knowledge Consortium of Gujarat, the Education Department of Government of Gujarat, and the Department of Commerce and Management, Bhakta Kavi Narsimha Mehta University, Junagadh, under the mentorship of Savraj University, Rajkot also. At the very outset, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude and deep respect to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Pratap C. Chauhan sir, whose visionary leadership, academic wisdom, and constant encouragement have always been a source of inspiration for all of us. His commitment towards strengthening research culture, promoting interdisciplinary dialogues, and encouraging faculty and scholars to align their work with national priority such as Viksit Bharat 2047 has provided us the confidence and motivation to organize academic events of this scale and quality. Your presence today adds immense value and prestige of this seminar. Friends, the theme of today's seminar is extremely relevant and timely as India moves steadily towards the vision of Viksit Bharat 2047. Financial technology and financial inclusion have emerged as a powerful instrument for inclusive growth, economic resilience, and sustainable development. Fintech innovation are not merely technological advancement. They present a fundamental shift in the way financial services are accessed and they experienced by the people across urban and rural India, from digital payments and mobile banking to blockchain, artificial intelligence, and data-driven financial service. And fintech is redefining the financial ecosystem and expanding opportunity for millions who were previously excluded from the financial system. The objective of this seminar is to provide a common platform for all academicians, researchers, and students to deliberate, discuss, and critically examine the role of fintech innovation in promoting financial inclusion and supporting sustainable development goals. Through scholarly discussion, expert session, and technical paper presentation, we aim to bridge the gap between theory and practice and contribute meaningfully to policy, research, and academic discourse. I am pleased to briefly outline the structure of today's seminar. Today, we will have the privilege of the listening to two of our eminent expert speaker who will talk more on the theme of the seminar later on. We will move into parallel technical session also, covering four major thematic areas: accounting and auditing and sustainability, fintech innovation, and digital financial system, as well as financial inclusion and inclusive economic growth and policy governance, and the vision of Viksit Bharat 2047. These sessions are designed to encourage focus, discussion, critical feedback, and academic interaction among researchers. One of the most encouraging aspects of this seminar is the overwhelming response from across the country. I am proud to share that we received around 450 registration from various states of India with more than 150 paper presenters and 107 quality research papers selected for the presentation. What makes this achievement even more remarkable is the short registration window. Registration started on the 8th January and closed on the 20th January. And within this short period, we received such an enthusiastic response. This, I believe, I perhaps one of the highest participation records in the Savrasht region in the field of commerce and management. This response today clearly reflects the relevance of the theme and the growing research interest in the fintech and financial inclusion. Another significant milestone of this seminar is the publication of an edited book of abstracts comprising selected research papers received for the presentation. This book reflects the diversity of the ideas, methodological approaches, and research perspectives contributed by the scholars from across the country. I am happy to inform you that the e-copy of the edited book will be made available free of cost to all the participants, ensuring wider accessibility as well as academic distinction. Friends, seminars like this are not merely academic events. They are a platform for collaboration, idea generation, and intellectual growth. The success of this seminar is the result of collective efforts, the guidance of our university leadership, the dedication of the organizing committee, the support of the faculty members, and the enthusiasm of the participants, and the hard work of our students, as well as the researchers and volunteers. In conclusion, I sincerely hope that today's deliberation will inspire new research ideas, foster meaningful collaboration, and contribute constructively towards the national vision of financially inclusive and digitally empowered India. Once again, I extend my warm welcome to all the guests and participants and wish everyone a highly productive, engaging, and intellectually enriching seminar. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your remarkable words. At this meaningful juncture of today's national seminar, we are privileged to witness a special academic milestone, the launch of the edited book of abstract, published to commemorate this one-day national seminar. This edited book of abstract is not merely publication; it is scholarly records of ideas, inquiry, and academic rigors that emerge from this national platform. This book contains carefully selected abstracts chosen after a rigorous review process by the review committee. Each abstract represents original thinking, research intent, and scholarly relevance aligned with the seminar theme Fintech, financial inclusion, sustainable development, and the vision of Viksit Bharat at the rate 2014. This edited book would not have been possible without the authors who submitted their research work with dedication and academic integrity. The review committee who ensured quality, relevance, and scholarly merits. The organizing team who transformed an idea into a publication academic reality. I respectfully request our esteemed dignitaries on the dais to kindly proceed with the book launching ceremony, marking the official release of these commemorative publications. May this book serve as a source of references for future research, a motivational milestone for young researchers, a proud academic output of this national seminar. Allow me to conclude this segment with a powerful academic thoughts by Neil Armstrong. Research is creating new knowledge. Though this edited book, new knowledge has been created, preserved, and shared with everyone. We now proceed further with our scheduled program. Thank you so much.
We are honored to have with us Shri Gaurav Ruparelia, BJP President, Junagadh City. His presence reflects the important linkage between academia, governance, and society, especially in an era where fintech policies directly influence public welfare, transparency, and inclusion. I respectfully invite Shri Gaurav Ruparelia to address the gathering. Please, sir.
ભારત માતા કી 2047 વિકસિત ભારતની આપણે વાત કરીએ છીએ અને ભારતનું ભાવિ યુવાધન બેઠું હોય ને તો જય કરો તો ગેટ સુધી તો સંભળાવવો જ જોઈએ. બોલો ભારત માતા કી, ભારત માતા કી, વંદે વંદે. ધન્યવાદ. 2047 વિકસિત ભારતના એક દિવસીય સેમિનારમાં ઉપસ્થિત મંચ પર બિરાજમાન ભક્ત કવિ નરસિંહ મહેતા યુનિવર્સિટીના ઉર્જાવાન વાઇસ ચાન્સેલર માનનીય પ્રોફેસર શ્રી પ્રતાપસિંહ ચૌહાણ, આજના આ વિષયના પ્રખ્યાત રિસોર્સિસ પર્સન અને એક્સપર્ટ એવા પ્રોફેસર વિજય વ્યાસ સાહેબ, પ્રોફેસર જયદીપ ચૌધરી સાહેબ, યુનિવર્સિટીના રજિસ્ટ્રાર શ્રી પરમાર સાહેબ, આ સેમિનારના કોઓર્ડિનેટર ભાવસિંહ ડોડિયા સાહેબ, આ કાર્યક્રમમાં ઉપસ્થિત અજયભાઈ વડોદરા મેડમ, બાઉદીન કોલેજના પ્રિન્સિપાલ શ્રી ભટ્ટ સાહેબ, દિનેશભાઈ, આ સભાગૃહમાં ઉપસ્થિત દરેક ભાઈઓ તથા બહેનો તેમજ વિદ્યાર્થીઓ વિદ્યાર્થીનીઓ. મિત્રો, 2047 વિકસિત ભારત બનાવવાની જે પરિકલ્પનાઓ છે, આ 2047 વિકસિત ભારત યુવા ધનના આધારે નક્કી થતું હોય છે. ભારત એવો દેશ છે, વિશ્વનું સૌથી મોટી લોકશાહી ધરાવતો કોઈ દેશ હોય તો ભારત છે, અને ભારત આખા વિશ્વમાં 65% યુવા ધન સાથે જ્યારે આગળ વધી રહ્યો છે. 2047 વિકસિત ભારત નવા ઇનોવેટિવ આઈડિયા હોય, સ્ટાર્ટઅપ હોય, એના આધારે નક્કી થતું હોય છે. અને સૌથી મોટી જવાબદારી 2047 આજથી 20 વર્ષ પછી મારો ભારત કેવો હશે તેની જવાબદારી આપ સૌના ખંભે છે. મિત્રો, તક તો માત્ર બારણું જ ખખડાવે, ખોલવો તો આપણે જ પડે દરવાજો. આ વિકસિત ભારત બનાવવાની જે પરિકલ્પના છે, આપણને તક આપણને આપી છે કે આપણે આપણી જાતને, આપણા દેશને આગળ લઈ આવીએ, ઉન્નત લઈ આવીએ, પણ મહેનત તો આપણે જ કરવી પડે છે. એના માટે જુનાગઢ માટે પણ આજે એક ગર્વનો દિવસ છે. જુનાગઢમાંથી 14 વર્ષની નાની દીકરી એક જેન્સી કાનાબાર, એમના કાર્યક્રમમાંથી જ અમે જઈને આવ્યા કે ઓસ્ટ્રેલિયામાં આખા એશિયા કપનું લોન ટેનિસની ટુર્નામેન્ટ ચાલતી હોય ત્યારે 14 વર્ષની નાની દીકરી ભારત દેશનું નામ આખા વિશ્વમાં રોશન કરે, એમાં જુનાગઢનું નામ આખા વિશ્વમાં રોશન કરે, આપણા માટે ગૌરવની વાત છે. 3 વર્ષની નાની દીકરી હતી ત્યારથી આ પ્રેક્ટિસ કરતી. 6 વર્ષે એને બેડમિન્ટન હાથમાં લીધું, સવારે 4 વાગે ઉઠી જતી અને પોતાનો નિર્ણય, પોતાનો પાથ, પોતાનો વે નક્કી હતો કે મારી દિશા ઉપર પહોંચવું છે. હજી અહીંથી અટકવું નથી. આ જુનિયર ટુર્નામેન્ટ થઈ છે, હજી સિનિયરમાં પણ મારે આગળ જવું છે. कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती. मेहनत करे છે ને, લહેરો સે ડરકર નૌકા પાર નહીં હોતી. વિચાર કર્યો હોય કે હું ક્યારે પહોંચીશ, તો પહોંચી જ ન શકાય. આપણે જુનાગઢમાં રહીએ છીએ, ગિરનાર ચડવો હોય ને તો પેલા વિચાર કરવો પડે કે ગિરનાર ચડવો છે ને ગિરનાર ચડીને રહીશ. આ ડિફરન્સ છે. ગઈકાલે ગિરનાર કોમ્પિટિશનની નેશનલ કોમ્પિટિશન હતી. ગિરનારની આરોહણ અવરોહણ એસેન્ડિંગ ડિસેન્ડિંગ સ્પર્ધામાં નેશનલ કોમ્પિટિશન હતી. આજના પેપરમાં પણ આપણે થવું વાંચ્યું હશે. 1 વર્ષથી એક છોકરો પોતાનું ડાયટ ફોલો કરતો હતો, 20 કિલોમીટર રોજનું રનિંગ કરતો હતો. 1 વર્ષથી એને ફૂડ ઓઇલ, એને સ્વીટ્સ ઓઇલ, ફૂડ, આ બધું કમ્પ્લીટલી રેસ્ટ્રિક્શન કર્યું અને નક્કી કર્યું કે મારે ગિરનારની કોમ્પિટિશન જીતવી છે. જીતવી છે એટલું જ નહીં, 1, 2, 3 માં નહીં, પહેલા નંબરે જ આવવું છે. આ ડેડિકેશન સાથે પણ આપણે કામ કરશું ને યુવાનો, તો 2047 વિકસિત ભારત બની જવાશે. આ 2047 વિકસિત ભારત અહીં સેમિનાર લેવાથી, નરેન્દ્રભાઈના કહેવાથી તો થવાનું નથી, પણ આપણા આચાર વિચારને આચરણમાં પણ એમને ઉતારવું હોય ને તો એનાથી 2047 વિકસિત ભારત થશે. આ 2047 વિકસિત આપણે ભારત કહીએ છીએ. વી આર નોટ સેઇંગ ઇન્ડિયા, ભારત કહીએ છીએ. તો ભારત શબ્દનો અર્થ શું છે? અંગ્રેજોએ આપેલો વર્ડ છે ઇન્ડિયા, આપણો વર્ડ નથી. પણ ભારત એ ફિલોસોફી છે. ભારત છે આ દેશની પાછળ ભા અને રત, જે ભા છે સંસ્કૃત શબ્દમાંથી આવેલો શબ્દ છે ધાતુ. આ ભારતની થોડું એકેડેમિક આપણને ધ્યાનમાં આવશે, લેકિન આપણને સમજીએ ને તો આપણને આપણા દેશ ઉપર ગર્વ થાય કે ભા એટલે પ્રભાત, પ્રભાત એટલે કે સવેરા, સવેરા એટલે મોર્નિંગ. ભાસ્કર ઓર ભાનુ યાની સૂર્ય, સૂર્યના નામ છે ભાસ્કર ઓર ભાનુ. સૂર્યના 12 નામ છે, એમાંથી બે નામ છે ભાસ્કર ઓર ભાનુ. આ દરેકમાં એમનો સંબંધ હોય છે. इस सब में इस सबका संबंध होता है. इस जाने का रथ यानी छूटा हुआ, भा और रथ यानी छूटा हुआ. छूटा हुआ माने क्या? तो कि शिक्षा में रथ, तपस्या में रथ. भारत का छूटा हुआ जो वृक्ष प्रकाश की नई खोज में छूटा हुआ, नए भाव में डूबा हुआ. और परिभाषा की नोट कर लीजिए, अपने अपने दैदीप्य में देश के आज जो युग युगांतर के भारत की प्रकाश की खोज में रथ है, वो है मेरा भारत. આપણે કંઈક ને કંઈક ભારત દેશને આપણે ઉન્નત મસ્તક પર લઈ જાવો છે. દેશનું સ્વતંત્ર પ્રજાસત્તાક પર્વ ગયો છે. 2047 ની આપણે વન ડે સેમિનારમાં આપણે ઉપસ્થિત થયા છીએ, પરંતુ ભારતને આપણે આગળ લઈ આવો છે. જે પ્રમાણે સ્ટાર્ટઅપ ઇન્ડિયા ચાલુ છે, એનો આધાર યુવાન છે, એનો આધાર યુવાન દોસ્તો છે. કહેવાય છે ને કે ચટ્ટાનો से टकराए उस तूफान कहते हैं, चट्टानों से टकराए उस तूफान कहते हैं, और तूफानों से टकराए ऐसे आप जैसे युवान कहते हैं. ભારત દેશને પરિકલ્પના લઈ જવો હોય તો કંઈક ને કંઈક આપણે આ ભાષાને, આ પરિભાષાને આપણે આગળ લઈ જવાની જરૂર છે. ભારત દેશની પરિકલ્પનામાં જ્યારે વાત કરીએ, ફિનટેક, ઇનોવેટિવ, ફાઇનાન્શિયલ ડેવલપમેન્ટ, વિકસિત ભારત જેવા મહત્વના વિષય ઉપર જ્યારે આપણે ભેગા થઈએ છીએ, ત્યારે આ ભક્ત કવિ નરસિંહ મહેતાને યુનિવર્સિટીના વાણિજ્ય વિભાગના આયોજકોનો પણ હું સરસ મજાનો આભાર માનું છું હૃદયપૂર્વકથી, કે એમને આ સેમિનાર્સ માટે આપ સૌ અહીં જ્યારે ઉપસ્થિત થયા છો, આયોજન કરવું ને. કોઈ પણ સંસ્થા હોય, કોઈ પણ કંપની હોય કે કોઈ પણ દેશ ચલાવવો હોય, યથા રાજા તથા પ્રજા. ભારત દેશ પહેલા 2014 પહેલા પણ આ જ પરિકલ્પના, આ જ દેશ, સોને કી ચીડિયા કહેવાતો આપણો ભારત જ આ જ હતો. પરંતુ નરેન્દ્રભાઈ જ્યારથી વડાપ્રધાન બન્યા ત્યારથી જેમ પારસ મણી કોઈ પથ્થરને અડે ને જેમ અલગ એમનામાં સોના જેવું પરિવર્તિત થઈ જાય છે, એવી રીતે નરેન્દ્રભાઈ દેશને મળ્યા અને ભારતની જે સોને કી ચીડિયાના દિવસો પાછા આવતા રહ્યા. ભક્ત કવિ નરસિંહ મહેતા યુનિવર્સિટીમાં આપણી વચ્ચે પ્રતાપસિંહ ચૌહાણ જ્યારથી આવ્યા છે, ત્યારથી એમને પણ યુનિવર્સિટીને કંઈક અલગ દિશામાં, અલગ પ્રગતિમાં લઈ જવાની જ્યારે આપણને વાત કરી છે, ત્યારે આ ભારત દેશ છે માત્ર ડિજિટલ પેમેન્ટના આધારે 2014 પહેલા આપણને ધ્યાનમાં હશે કે આપણે કેશ ટ્રાન્ઝેક્શન ઉપર જ માનતા હતા, કા આંગણી હોય ને કા કેશ હોય. પણ 2014માં જ્યારે ડિજિટલ ટ્રાન્ઝેક્શનની વાત, ભીમ એપની વાત, ગૂગલ એપની વાત, એકાઉન્ટ્સની વાત આપણે કરતા હોય, જીપે ની વાત કરીએ, ત્યારે આપણને નવું લાગતું કે આવું કેમ થાય, વોલેટમાં પેમેન્ટ કેમ થાય. અત્યારે મારા બેઠેલા આ વર્ગમાં બેઠેલા લગભગ એમાં હું પણ આવી ગયો કે ગૂગલ પે, ફોન પે નો જ આપણે ઉપયોગ કરીએ છીએ. આજે 10 વર્ષમાં જે રાફ્ટિક ચેન્જ આવ્યો છે આપણા જીવનમાં, આપણા પરિવર્તનમાં, આપણા યુઝ ઓફ મની ને કેશ ટ્રાન્ઝેક્શનમાં, એનો પણ આ ઉદાહરણ છે. કે વિકસિત ભારતને પરિકલ્પના કરવી હોય તો એનું ઉદાહરણ પણ આપણે આપણા જીવનમાંથી આપણે લઈ શકીએ છીએ, કે જે પ્રમાણે દેશનું પરિવર્તન થાય છે, જે પ્રમાણે આપણે આગળ વધીએ છીએ, એ પ્રમાણે ફાઇનાન્શિયલ ઇન્ક્લુઝન એટલે માત્ર બેંક ખાતું ખોલાવવું જ નહીં, વ્યક્તિને બચત, લોન, વીમા, રોકાણ, ડિજિટલ ટ્રાન્ઝેક્શન, સેફ અને સુરક્ષિત ટ્રાન્ઝેક્શનને પણ આગળ વધાવવું, આ પણ આપણી એક ફરજ છે. અત્યારે એઆઈ ટેકનોલોજીનો જમાનો આવી ગયો છે, ફ્રોડના પણ એટલા બધા કેસીસ વધી રહ્યા છે, પણ એની વચ્ચે, એની સામે લડીને પણ આજે યુવાનોએ જે પ્રમાણે દેશને જાગૃતતા કરવાની જરૂર છે. વિશ્વ આજે જે ભારત, આખું વિશ્વ જે ભારત તરફ જે દિશાથી જોઈ રહ્યું છે, જે પ્રમાણે આખા વિશ્વની પરિસ્થિતિ જોઈ રહ્યા છે, પોતપોતાની સીમાઓ માટે, પોતપોતાના ધર્મો માટે, પોતપોતાના જગ્યાઓ માટે જે પ્રમાણે બાંધી રહ્યા છે, પરંતુ એ દિશામાંથી આપણે કંઈક ને કંઈક આગળ નીકળીને આપણો દેશ સુરક્ષિત રાખીને આપણે વિકસિત ભારત બનાવવાની પરિકલ્પના તરફ જઈ રહ્યા છે. ત્યારે ભારતને વિકસિત ભારત બનાવવું માત્ર લક્ષ્ય નથી, પણ એક સામૂહિક સંકલ્પ છે. ભારતને વિકસિત બનાવવું એ માત્ર ઈચ્છા શક્તિ નથી, દ્રઢ નિર્ણય છે. ભારતને ટેકનોલોજીના માનવ કલ્યાણ સાથે વિકાસનો લાભ અને સમાજના અંતિમ છેવાડાના માનસ સુધી માત્ર વિકસિત ભારત બનાવવું એટલે અહીં બેઠેલા લોકો વિકસિત થઈ જાય, અહીં બેઠેલા અમુક જનપ્રતિનિધિઓ વિકસિત થઈ જાય એવું નહીં, પણ મારો છેવાડાનો માનવી સુધી પણ એમને લાભ મળવા જોઈએ. એમના માટે પીએમ કિસાન યોજના, પીએમ વિકાસ યોજના, હમણાં જ થોડા દિવસ પહેલા નરેન્દ્રભાઈએ તિરુવનંતપુરમથી એક યોજના લોન્ચ કરી, કે જેમાં જુનાગઢમાં હોય કે આખા વિશ્વમાં હોય, રેકડી ધારકો છે, જે પ્રમાણે ફેરિયાઓ છે, આ દરેક લોકોને ક્રેડિટ કાર્ડ દેવાનું. આ ક્રેડિટ કાર્ડનો શું ઉપયોગ? ક્રેડિટ કાર્ડની લિમિટ 10,000, 25,000 ને 50,000. અત્યારે કોઈ સામાન્ય નાના માણસોને કોઈ લોન ન આપે, સામાન્ય માણસોને રૂપિયાની રિક્વાયરમેન્ટ તો કોઈ જામીન ન પડે, તો સરકાર પોતે આગળ એમાં આવી કે તમે પણ આ વિકસિત ભારતની પરિકલ્પનામાં તમારો પણ એક જેમ રામ સેતુમાં ખિસકોલી પણ રેતીમાં આળોટતી ને પોતાની શરીર ઉપર લાગેલી રેતીથી પોતાના રામની પૂજા કરવા માટે રામ સેતુમાં પોતે પોતાનું યોગદાન આપતી, એવી રીતે નાનામાં નાના માનવીને પોતે વિકસિત ભારતની પરિકલ્પનામાં કેમ આ યાત્રામાં જોડાઈ શકે, વિકસિત ભારત પહોંચાડવાની આ નેમમાં કેમ પોતે સાથે આવી શકે, એ પરિકલ્પના માટે દેશ અને પ્રધાનમંત્રી તો સજ્જ અને સૂક્ષ્મ છે જ, પણ સાથે સાથે આપણે આ બધી યોજનાનો લાભ પણ છેવાડાના માનવ સુધી પહોંચાડશું, ત્યારે આપણે વિકસિત ભારતની પરિકલ્પનાને આપણે આગળ લઈ આવી શકશું. આ સંદર્ભમાં યુનિવર્સિટી અને સંસ્થાઓની મહત્વની ભૂમિકા હોય છે. કહેવાય છે ને કે એક માતા બરાબર 100 શિક્ષક હોય છે, પણ તેને 100 શિક્ષકો અહીં ભેગા થયા હોય ત્યારે ખરેખર જે શિક્ષણનું અને સમાજનું જે જ્ઞાન આપણને આપી શકે, એક બીજું કોઈ ન આપી શકે. આ દરેકે દરેક મહત્વમાં અહીંથી થનાર સંશોધન, વિચાર અને નીતિ અને સૂચના ભવિષ્યના ભારતના માર્ગદર્શક બની શકે છે. આ યોજાયેલી ટેકનોલોજીની સાયન્સ, ફાઇનાન્શિયલ ઇન્ક્લુઝન ટેકનોલોજીની દિશામાં મહત્વનું યોગદાન આપી શકે છે. હું ખાસ કરીને આ સેમિનારમાં રજૂ થનાર પેપર્સ અને તેના એબ્સ્ટ્રેક્ટ બુકના પ્રકાશન માટે આયોજન સમિતિને પણ અભિનંદન આપું છું, અને આવા શૈક્ષણિક પ્રયત્નો પ્રત્યે ભારત અને ભારત આધારિત અર્થવ્યવસ્થા ને ઉચ્ચ દિશામાં લઈ જશે તેનો પણ વિશ્વાસ રાખું છું. મિત્રો, આજનો આ પડકાર માત્ર નવી ટેકનોલોજીને વિકસાવવાનો નથી, પરંતુ તેને સમાવેશ અને સુરક્ષિત અને નૈતિક પણ બનાવવાનો છે. મિત્રો, આપને ધ્યાનમાં હશે કે જે કઈ આતંકવાદીઓ બને છે ને એ કોઈ અભણ નથી. જેટલા દેશના બોમ્બ બનાવે છે એ કોઈ નાના કે અનએજ્યુકેટેડ પર્સનાલિટી નથી, બટ વી હેવ એજ્યુકેટેડ. તમારી પાસે નોલેજ છે, તમારી પાસે જ્ઞાન છે, તમારી પાસે એજ્યુકેશન છે, તમારી પાસે ડિગ્રી છે, પણ એનું કયા વેમાં ઉપયોગ કરવો ને એ પણ આપણને આવડવું જોઈએ. ક્યાં કઈ દિશામાં આપણે જે લઈ જવું ને એ પણ આપણને શીખ અને એમની સમજ હોવી જોઈએ. સારામાં સારા જે અત્યારે AI ના માધ્યમથી ફ્રોડ થઈ રહ્યા છે, તો એ કરનાર પણ કોઈ ઇલિટરેટ પીપલ નથી, હાઈલી એજ્યુકેટેડ ને હાઈલી અનએજ્યુકેટેડ પીપલ નથી, હાઈલી નોલેજ ધરાવતા પીપલ છે, પરંતુ પોતાના શિક્ષણને, પોતાના જ્ઞાનને કઈ દિશામાં લઈ જવાનું ને એની પણ આપણને નોલેજ હોવી જોઈએ. આથી યુવાનોને ખાસ કહેવા માંગુ છું, તમારું સંશોધન માત્ર ડિગ્રી પૂરતું નહીં, સમાજ અને દેશને ઉપયોગી બને તેવું પણ એક મારું સૂચન છે અને મારો આગ્રહ છે. ખરેખર કંઈક ને કંઈક આપણને આ જ્ઞાન કન્સેટિવ ઓફ ગુજરાતમાં કેસીજી, રૂષા અને સમગ્ર આયોજન ટીમને અભિનંદન આપું છું. વિકસિત ભારત બનાવવાની કલ્પનામાં નવી ઉર્જા અને નવો સંદેશ કંઈક આપણે અહીંથી લઈને જશું. ફિટનેસ ત્યારે સફળ બને છે ત્યારે ટેકનોલોજી સાથે વિશ્વાસ અને સુરક્ષા અને સર્વ સમાવેશ પણ જોડાય છે. નાણાકીય સમાવો વગર વિકાસ સંભવ નથી, અને નૈતિક ફિટનેસ વગર નાણાકીય સંભવ નથી. ડિજિટલ ભારતનો સાચો અર્થ ત્યારે જ સાકાર થાય છે જ્યારે અંતિમ પંક્તિ પર બેઠેલા માનવીનો, નાગરિકનો ક્લિક અર્થવ્યવસ્થાના ભાગ ઉપર થાય છે. વિકસિત ભારત બનાવવું એ માત્ર નારો નથી, વિકસિત ભારત બનાવવું એ આપણો સંકલ્પ છે. આ ટેકનોલોજીના માધ્યમથી જ્યારે આપણે આ વિકસિત ભારત બનાવવાની પરિકલ્પના તરફ આગળ વધી રહ્યા છે ત્યારે तकनीक तेज हो सकती है, तकनीक तेज हो सकती है, उससे मानवीय, सुरक्षित और नैतिक बनाना भी हमारी जिम्मेदारी है. तो मारी आ सेमिनार में आप सौ युवाओं ने विनंती है कि विकसित भारत बनावવાની પરિકલ્પનામાં જ્યારે આપ સૌના ખંભે, આપ સૌના જોરે, આપ સૌના વિશ્વાસના આધારે જ્યારે સરકાર અને યુનિવર્સિટી આગળ વધી રહી છે ત્યારે એમાં વિશેષ આપનું યોગદાન રહે, અને આપના માધ્યમથી પણ ઘણા લોકો શું કહે કે મારા શું થશે. એક સરસ મજાનું ઉદાહરણ છે. એક તળાવમાં આખું ગામ એક ભેગું થયું. આવતીકાલે સવારે આપણે બધા ભેગા થવું છે ને આ તળાવમાં દૂધની નદીઓ વહાવી છે. દરેકે પોતાના ઘરેથી 1 ગ્લાસ ભરીને દૂધ લઈ આવવાનું છે, એવું નક્કી કર્યું. આ નક્કી કરતાની સાથે મને એમ થયું કે છગન તો દૂધ લઈ આવશે ને મારે લઈ આવવાની શું જરૂર છે, મગન દૂધ લઈ આવશે ને મારે લઈ આવવાની શું જરૂર. પણ જયારે સવારે 8 વાગે આખા તળાવમાં બધા નદીઓ વહાવાની વાત કરી ને તો એમાં બધાના કળસામાંથી પાણી નીકળ્યું. શું કામ? એને આપણે બીજા ઉપર નિર્ભર રહીએ, આપણે બીજા ઉપર આધાર રાખે કે આ તો લઈ આવશે જ ને, આ તો લઈ આવશે જ ને. એવું નહીં, હું મારી જવાબદારી સમજીને લઈ આવું, મારે કરવાનું છે. હું આમાં ફૂલની પાંખડી રૂપે લઈ આવું, બીજા કોઈ લઈ આવે કે ન લઈ આવે, તો આપણો દેશ ઉન્નત મસ્તક ઉપર ને 2047 નું વિકસિત ભારત બનાવવાની આપણી જે પરિકલ્પના છે એ તરફ આગળ જઈ શકશું. આમાં આપણો નાનામાં નાનો સાથ અને સહકાર દેશ માટે આગળ વધી શકે છે, એવી જ મારી અપેક્ષા. અહીં આ કાર્યક્રમમાં આપે મને બોલાવ્યો અને બોલવાની તક આપીને વિચારો મૂકવાની તક આપી એ બદલ ભક્ત કવિ નરસિંહ મહેતા યુનિવર્સિટીના વાઇસ ચાન્સલર તેમજ અવદીપ સાહેબ ડોડિયા સાહેબનો અને મંચ ઉપર બિરાજમાન સૌ આગેવાનોનો અને આપે મને સાંભળો શાંતિથી. આપ સૌનો ખૂબ ખૂબ આભાર. ધન્યવાદ. અસ્તુ. ભારત માતા કી જય.
Thank you so much, sir, for your encouraging words and highlighting the broader societal relevance of academic research. Leadership provides direction, vision, and continuity. It is a distinct privilege to introduce our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Pratap C. G. Chauhan, sir, a visionary academician and administrator who currently leads Bhakt Kavi Narsimha Mehta University, Junagadh. A double gold medalist and recipient of the prestigious CRMS Fellowship from IIM Ahmedabad, Dr. Chauhan brings with him a wealth of experience, having previously served as the Vice Chancellor of Saurashtra University and Sri Govind Guru University. His scholarly contributions are immense, with over 12 books published, 89 research papers presented globally, and successful guidance of 54 PhD scholars. Beyond his research excellence, he has played a pivotal role in national education policy and quality as a member of the NAC Executive Committee and chairperson of numerous UGC committees. Under his leadership, BKNMU continues to strive towards being a model institution and bridges the rural-urban academic divide.
Respected our guest of honor for today's one-day national seminar jointly organized with a KCG and the Department of Commerce and Management under the leadership of Professor Viksit Bhai Dodia, the professor and head Dean of the Commerce Faculty. My two speakers for the seminar, Professor Vijay Vyas, Professor Head and Dean at Kutch University, and Professor Jaideep Chaudhary ji, the professor, formerly Head, Dean, formerly Registrar, and my fellow member for IAM for fellowship program in 2000-2001. Our Registrar, Dr. Ramesh Parmarji, my deans of the various faculty, head of the department, my senior respected principal from the government college, R.P. Bhatt Saab, Dadaniya Saab, Raju Bhai, Beena Ben, Jamku Ben, our account officer, Katiba, many a principal from various self-finance and aided college, and fellow delegates. Dear friend, this topic is very, very a concern and important for the Viksit Bharat at 2047. Yesterday, you have seen the first time in the history of the Indian democracy, the holiday, the 1st February, our finance minister has delivered the speech on a budget 2026-27. And we observed the data, whatever published in the today's newspaper and technical newspaper, the growth of our budget is going on in the site of the Viksit Bharat. Last year it was very close to 50 lakhs crores rupees. And this year is increase in the 7% of the growth rate. Whatever the growth rate we have decided in the GDP, the same growth rate to be maintained in the budget also. And this year's very close to 53.7 lakhs crores of the budgets. It indicates, particularly in the infrastructure and the development of the capital nature of expenditure in the budget, is very close to 12 lakh crores rupees. It means the India is now in the right track. We are very a progressive way. We are moving to the Viksit Bharat. And that's why our economy is also supporting. In the last 20 years, we have observed on an average, our GDP is very close to 7%. In case we consider the case of our Honorable Prime Minister, he took the charge at the 2014, and the data is reflecting in the last 10 years. At that time, it was our economy is $2.17 trillion, and now it is very close to $4.18 trillion. Means within the 10 year, our GDP is very close to double. The same growth rate expected up to in the 2030, then it may be a very close to again double. So double route, if it is continue up to 2047, then our economy is very close to $18 trillion economy. And at that time, we will be the third largest economy in the world. And the world order is also changed. The economics is expecting that now America is the first, China is the second, Germany is the third, India is the fourth, Japan is the fifth. This order is also going to change, because India is a very different way. Under the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, he is very concerned to a development. You go through the data also. Our budget is 53.7, the lakhs crores rupees. We earn money. It is also a very, very important variable. People is only consider what is the total size of the budget, but what we earn from our own resources, that is also a very important part. And this budget, the budget indicates a very close to 35 lakhs crores rupees we earn from our own revenue, and 17 lakhs we have to borrow from a different source of income. It means the government is a very progressive way. We cannot stop any development stage. And that's why the government has given a lot of money to infrastructure, the roads, the technology, the advancement, and particularly in the semiconductor of the Indian industry. This budget we have given the 40,000 crore rupees for the semiconductors. Today we are 100%, dependent on the outside. In the next 5 years, we will be the lead to the semiconductor business. At that time, now we are very close to $3,000 per capita income of the Indian individuals. That individuals is rich to 10,000, then we will be in the upper middle class income groups of the nations. For that, what we have to do? For that, we have to increase more and more a fintech technology and innovation. And another is a financial inclusion. We are the only country in the world, our everyday transaction, the financial transaction is very close to 1 crore. The individual, it is not happening in the America, in the pool of Europe, or anywhere in the developed nation. So India is leading in a very different way. People is arrived, the people has a lot of concern now to India, because the term is given the term tariff, a policy for Indian industry, because of to stop the GDP of the Indian economy. Otherwise, is not only a one player. Now in the world is thinking India is also a player in the field of the global economy. And that's why we need a financial innovation, financial inclusion, and maintain the sustainable development for the Indian economy. Because we have observed in the history of GDP in the Indian economy, up to 1947 to 80, our GDP is very close to 3%. It is, and it was in the up and down. Sometimes is minus, sometimes is a 1%, sometimes is a 7%, sometimes is a 6%. But on an average, from 1947 to 80 is very close to 3%. 80 to 90, it was a worse situation for Forex Reserve. At the time of Manmohan Singh, we sell our gold to international market and survive in the international business. After the liberalization, globalization, and privatization started in 91, the full policy of the Indian economy, and then they will survive in the next 10 years to maintain a basic, the import and export policy. Onward, in the 2002 onward, in the next, the 10 years, 2000 to 2010, we maintain up to some extent the outcome of the liberalization. But after the 2014 to onward, we people maintain the GDP sustainable. And that's why we have chosen the topic. It is a sustainable development for the Viksit Bharat. We need in next 20-25 years a full of 100% sustain and add incremental value addition to our GDP. Because our GDP structure, 65% GDP is basically coming from the service sector. 17-18% GDP basically coming from the manufacturing. And 17-18 means the same amount is coming from the agriculture sector. You have to observe in the Chinese economy is very close to now a $19-20 trillion, the world's second largest economy. They produce from the manufacturing is 33%. Out of $19 trillion, and 1/3 of the GDP is basically coming from the manufacturing. That's why every year they produce 120 lakhs, a new job for the young generation. Now India has a competitive advantage now because our population is a young population. India, the young country in the world, our average ayu is at 29. The Japan is already old. Europe and America is going to old. Now in the only the skilled workforce provided by in the world is India, because the age of up to 35, the population is very big number. We can produce the Europe, America, Australia, New Zealand, and if we need Japan and China, we produce our young people to those a country they needed because they are old age people. That's why our universities and colleges has to play a very vital role for a skill orientation, skill concern people, skillful people in our university and colleges. And that's why we need to take a new syllabus, new needs for the not only India. Our needs is now needs for the globe. We have to categorize our university in the type 1, type 2, and type 3 university. Type 1 is a global university. They play for the global. And they produce the skill force to the out of the Viksit, all developed nations. Remaining in the moderate level university, they produce in the nations. And the third category, type 3 university, we basically in the Bhakta Kavi Narsi Mehta, rural based university, lonely place university, tribal belt university, we produce and teach to our local students. The first generation is coming to the college, that we have to train here local people also, because our role is a very different role. In India, we are very close to 1,200 universities working in the country and very close to 50,000 colleges for producing the higher education. Our research and innovation is a big concern, and it is a real issue for our higher education, because our budget is less than 5% produced to for research and development. You go to the any developed nations, developed nation universities, they produce a maximum amount of money funds for the research and development. Our companies also not producing a lot of money for the research and development. That's why our innovation, our patents, our copyright, our trademark is not up to the marks. In the world, the China is leading in the patent and trademark now. America is second. We are the third, fourth, fifth, up to the 10th nations list. If India has to develop, and in the 2047 we have to Viksit Bharat, we do lot of patents. Every year we have to do a lot of patents. Every college has to do. Then and then we will be the Viksit Bharat at 2047. So the Department of Commerce and Management and his team under the leadership of Bhavsi, they have chosen the topic is a very appropriate topic for the today's interaction. The president of the BJP in the city, Gaurav Ruparilaji, is basically from the concern to the business. That's why we have invited, and he has given the the insight how and what way we can achieve the goal of Viksit Bharat in 2047. So I must say congratulations to the team of the Department of Commerce, Bhavsi Bhai, Vinit Bhai, Dinesh Bhai, and Anita Madam, and all the concerned team. They have worked day and night in the last many days, and today we have observed that this is the the season of a workshop, seminar, and conferences in all over the Gujarat. But then also Bhatt Kavi Narsimha Mehta University, whenever we observe any national conference or state level conference, mostly our participants sitting in the last bench. That is the the indication of a curiosity of our participants, a very young participant sitting in this side. They have to learn, they have to read, they have to think about the how and what way we have to do the financial innovation, Fintech innovation, and financial inclusion. That is very appropriate words. And that part is the income is generated from that particular area is concerned to service sector. We minimize the service sector contribution, maximize the manufacturing, the GDP and agriculture GDP, and that's why we have to the one of the mission is the double income of the farmers. And yesterday budget is concerned to women, basically in the tribal belt, farmers, and the young mindset of the country. The budget is dedicated to poor people, the women's, tribals, young people, and the farmer. These are the four areas the government is concerned to the Viksit Bharat. This budget is very close to. Yesterday the market is reflected negatively 1,500 points. But we have to observe, because yesterday budget is declared in the outline. Now people will think what is going to happen. And then within a week we can conclude how budget is reflected by market. Yesterday it was negative, but we can expect within a few days it will be settled, and India will be the lead to the all over the globe. Thank you very much for your coming, my president Gaurav Ruparilaji. He came here, provided the full time for our inauguration session, and understand what is the university? University is a different dimension, and political party is also a different dimension. You come because we have to work together, think together, and we have to achieve all the parameters, whatever, because we all work for the nations. You are working in the good people we need in the a political party. For example, our Honorable Prime Minister, Narendra Modi ji, is there. That's why within a 10 year, our GDP is double. The positive, stable government is play a vital role. The same way, the universities also, the rules of nature is applicable to university also. If the person is stable, they work for the university and colleges. So wish you all the best for the interaction in the pool day, and we welcome all the speaker and our guests today. Thank you. Bharat Mata ki Jai. Vande Mataram.
Thank you so much, sir, for insightful and thought-provoking address. Your observation on current necessities have set a clear academic direction to today's seminar. As we conclude the inaugural session, gratitude becomes our foremost duty. May I now invite Dr. Dinesh R. Chawda, sir, to propose the vote of thanks expressing appreciation to all the dignitaries.
Namaskar, Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Pratapji Chauhan sir, esteemed Chief Guest Gaurav Rupalia sir, respected Registrar Dr. Ramesh G. Parmar sir, Honorable Guest, Resource Persons, Dignitary on the Dice, respected Board of Management, Academic Council Member, Board of Study Members, Head of the Department, and Dean, Technical Session Chairpersons, Principals, Faculty Members, Researchers, and participants, and dear friends. On behalf of the Department of Commerce and Management, Bhakta Kavi Narsimha Mehta University, Junagadh, it is my proud privilege to propose a vote of thanks at the conclusion of this inaugural session of the one-day national seminar on fintech innovation and financial inclusion for sustainable development of Viksit Bharat 2047. First and foremost, I express my deep sense of gratitude to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Pratap G. Chauhan sir, for gracing this occasion and for his inspiring presidential address. His visionary guidance and constant encouragement are a great source of motivation for all of us. My heartfelt thanks to our honorable honorary guest, Sri Gaurav Rupalia sir, for kindly accepting our invitation and encouraging this session with his valuable presence words. I would also like to convey my sincere appreciation to our distinguished research person, Professor Vijay Vyas and Professor Jaideep Chaudhary sir, who have kindly agreed to share their expertise and guide us through today's expert session. I am thankful to respected Dr. Ramesh G. Parmar sir, Registrar Bhakta Kavi Narsimha Mehta University, for his continuous support and administrative guidance which made this academic event possible. I express my special gratitude to Professor Papsi Dodia sir, convener of the seminar, for his dedicated efforts, academic leaderships, and careful planning in shaping this seminar its objectives. We are grateful to the Knowledge Consortium of Gujarat, Education Department, Government of Gujarat for their financial support under the Rashtriya Uttar Shiksha Abhiyan Faculty Improvement Scheme, and to Saurashtra University, Rajkot, for mentoring this program. And sincerely, I thank you all faculty members, research scholars, paper presenters, participants, and students for their active participation and enthusiastic response, which truly reflect academic spirit of the seminar. My appreciation also goes to organizing committee, coordinators, volunteers, technical staff, and non-technical staff, and media person for their hard work behind the skin of ensuring the smooth conduct of the inaugural session. Finally, I thank you all those who have directly or indirectly contributed to success of this program. With these words, I once again thank you all for your gracious presence and supports. I wish this seminar, meaningful discussion, fruitful outcome. Jai Jai Garvir Gujarat, Jai Hind, Vande Mataram, Bharat Mata Ki Jai.
Thank you so much, sir. As we concluded our inaugural session, now we are continue our technical session or expert sessions. We now move to the expert session, the academic core of today's seminar. પ્લીઝ આવા એક્સપર્ટ સેશન આપણે અહીંયા કન્ટિન્યુ જ કરીએ છીએ અત્યારે. હાલે કે ન ફાવતું. ઓય ઓય હાલે. હા હા ચાલુ જ કર દો. ના ના વા આપતો ને. હા હા. Before we start, now I would like to invite Professor Dr. Vijay Vyas sir is distinguished academic in the field of commerce and management, currently serving as Dean of the Faculty of Commerce and Management and Professor and Head of the Department of Management Studies at KSKV Kutch University, Bhuj. With over 25 years of teaching experience, a PhD in finance, and extensive research publication and doctoral supervision credential, he has made significant contribution to academics, research, and institutional governance, making him an eminent resource person for academic and professional deliberations. With extensive academic, administrative, and research experience, his insights will help us understand fintech from the strategic and management perspective. So now I would like to invite Professor Dr. Vijay H. Vyas sir to deliberate her expert session.
Namaskar. Very good morning to all present in this auditorium. ગૌરવભાઈએ કીધું એ પ્રમાણે ગુડ મોર્નિંગ ટુ ઓલ. મને પણ રિસ્પોન્સ ગૌરવભાઈ જેવો જ જોઈએ છે. ગુડ મોર્નિંગ ટુ ઓલ. થેન્ક યુ. ઘણા બધા વિદ્યાર્થીઓ અહીંયા હાજર છે. તો આપણે આવનારી આ જે 40-45 મિનિટ જે વાત કરવાનો મને સમય આપ્યો છે તો એમાં બંને લેંગ્વેજનો ઉપયોગ કરીશું, હિન્દી અને ગુજરાતી. સ્લાઇડ્સ તો છે જ અંગ્રેજીમાં. સો I will try my level best to explain you in a very simple way. Is it okay? Is it fine? Hindi, Gujarati or English is also fine. Yes, I want answer from back side. રિચાર્જ થઈ જવાય. Anyway, so for today's presentation, I'm not going to discuss any technical part of fintech. My purpose is very clear because I know that in any seminar, in any conference, normally we observed that the participants, as a participants, we find students, majority students. My objective also to create awareness and basic understanding about the fintech among them. So I have not touched any technical part, just I want to spark in your mind about this area, because as sir said, in last 10 years especially, there is a revolution in the field of finance. Earlier, the scenario was different. Now, we are managing our money, we are spending our money, we are investing just by sitting in drawing room and using our smartphone. And we are not depending on any physical branch or any other institution. Now it is possible to make digital payment, that too also on an instant basis without any contact. We can make payment for our purchases. Digital payments has replaced the use of physical money and cards. Fintech is also playing very important role in the field of personal financial management. Nowadays, number of applications are available, automated applications are available, algorithm based applications are available, tracking our spending mentality, tracking our expenses, helping us to prepare a financial goal and guide us about the investment, personal goals in finance. There are a number of investments apps are also there. Because of fintech, now it is possible for a small investor to invest a small amount with a very less fees in the field of stock market, mutual fund, vagera, vagera. As inaugural session said by various speakers, the underserved population, rural population is covered by fintech. Now, lending and various banking solutions are available for rural based people also. मेरा कहने का मतलब है कि बिना बताए, बिना कुछ जाने समझे, धीरे धीरे करके, जैसे कि गौरव भाई ने बताया, शायद ही कोई इस ऑडिटोरियम में आज यहाँ बैठा होगा जो ये माध्यम का प्रयोग अपनी डे टू डे लाइफ में न करता हो. फिनटेक क्या है? फिनटेक क्यों है? फिनटेक नॉर्मली जैसा बताया गया, फाइनेंस प्लस टेक्नोलॉजी. क्या टेक्नोलॉजी सिर्फ टेक्नोलॉजी सिर्फ फाइनेंस को ही टच करता है? ऐसी बात नहीं है. ये जो कैंपस है एग्रीकल्चरल यूनिवर्सिटी का, अगर मैं बात करूं तो एग्रोटेक एक बहुत बड़ा सेक्टर है आज के दौर पे जो टेक्नोलॉजी बेस्ड एग्रीकल्चरल प्रमोट करता है. मैं और आप जो अभी बात कर रहे हैं, हमारा जो कम्युनिकेशन का मोड है, हम पावर पॉइंट प्रेजेंटेशन से बात करते हैं, वो भी एक एजुटेक का पार्ट है. कहने का मतलब है टेक्नोलॉजी इज एप्लीकेबल एनीवेयर एंड एवरीवेयर. लेकिन बेसिक क्वेश्चन फ्रेंड्स ये है कि फाइनेंस में ये टेक्नोलॉजी का रिक्वायरमेंट क्या है? व्हाट इज रीजन फॉर फिनटेक? तो कुछ रीजंस जो फिनटेक को प्रमोट करते हैं, जैसे कि जैसा सबने बताया, फिनटेक का सबसे पहला जो रीजन है फिनटेक ग्रोथ का, वो है अपॉर्चुनिटीज। अपॉर्चुनिटीज किसके लिए? अपॉर्चुनिटीज दोनों, चाहे वो कस्टमर्स और कंज्यूमर्स हो या चाहे वो बिजनेस हो, दोनों के लिए अपॉर्चुनिटीज जनरेट करता है। कैसी अपॉर्चुनिटीज? देयर हैज टू बी बेटर, मतलब इससे और अच्छा, इससे और बड़ा हो सकता है। फिनटेक काफी ज्यादा इनोवेशन पर निर्भर करता है और यही इनोवेशन फिनटेक की ग्रोथ का कारण बना हुआ है। और उसके पीछे का जो रीजन है वो है देयर हैज टू बी अ बेटर। पहले हम बैंक में जाते थे, लाइन में खड़े होके ट्रांजैक्शन करते थे, उसके बाद जाके हमको एटीएम मिला, और आज हम पैसा जमा भी कर सकते हैं, पैसा विड्रॉ भी कर सकते हैं विदाउट विजिटिंग बैंक। और उससे भी एक कदम आगे, हम पैसा बिना फिजिकल कैश को छुए हम ट्रांसफर भी कर सकते हैं। अपॉर्चुनिटी आई, ये अपॉर्चुनिटी वन ऑफ द रीजन फॉर फिनटेक। दूसरा फिनटेक का रीजन है, दूसरा है नेसेसिटी। The life is becoming very fast. We don't have a time. The life is becoming full of competition. The business are suffering from cutthroat competition. Every day we want to offer something new to our consumer, to our customer, to our client. वो कैसे किया जाए? फिनटेक की मदद से फाइनेंशियल सेक्टर्स में जो प्रोडक्ट्स, जो सर्विसेज हम ऑफर करते हैं, वो कैसे स्पीडीली, कैसे फास्ट, कैसे हम उसको सिक्योर्ड वे में प्रदान करें, ये एक रीजन है जो फिनटेक को मोटिवेट करता है, फिनटेक को प्रमोट करता है। थर्ड इज कंप्लायंस, स्पेशली फाइनेंशियल सेक्टर, जिसमें बहुत सारी कंप्लायंस की रिक्वायरमेंट होती है, बहुत सारे रूल्स और रेगुलेशंस होते हैं। कई ट्रांजैक्शन करने के लिए हमें कहीं मैंडेट को फुलफिल करना पड़ता है, कहीं प्रोसीजर को फॉलो करना पड़ता है। तो ये सब चीज करने के लिए पहले बहुत लंबा समय और बहुत सारे डॉक्यूमेंट्स, मुझे याद है आज से तकरीबन 30-35 साल पहले जब इनकम टैक्स रिटर्न फाइल करने की बात आती थी, तो एक छोटे से क्लाइंट जो कि सैलराइड है, उसका एनुअल रिटर्न अगर हम देखें तो उसका एनुअल रिटर्न की साइज इतनी सी होती थी, क्योंकि उसमें एक भी फिगर बिना फिजिकल प्रूफ के नहीं चलता था। आज पूरा सिस्टम चेंज हो गया है। आज कोई प्रूफ नहीं चाहिए, यहां जो प्रूफ चाहिए वो आपके फिंगर टिप्स पे आप प्रोवाइड कर सकते हो। सो कंप्लायंस इज बिकमिंग वेरी इजी नाउअडेज। और हम कॉमर्स और मैनेजमेंट के बंदे हैं, तो हर बात में हम ये सोचते हैं कि हमारा मुनाफा कैसे बढ़ सकता है, कैसे हम ज्यादा बेनिफिट ऑफर कर सकते हैं। अकेला टेक्नोलॉजी ये सब चीज संभव नहीं कर सकता है, अकेला फाइनेंस ये सब चीज संभव नहीं कर सकता है। तो हमने टेक्नोलॉजी को फाइनेंस से जोड़ा है, और ये जोड़ के हमने फिनटेक का कंसेप्ट, फाइनेंशियल टेक्नोलॉजी का कंसेप्ट डेवलप किया है। ये दो मिलके जो सिनर्जी गेन पैदा करती है, वो कभी कभी फाइनेंशियल होती है, कभी कभी नॉन फाइनेंशियल होती है। टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ साथ हमने बदलते हुए मैनेजमेंट, बदलते हुए रिक्वायरमेंट्स जो फाइनेंशियल सेक्टर है उसमें जोड़ के हमने इसको मोर प्रोडक्टिव बनाने की कोशिश की है। और कोई भी चीज में जब प्रोडक्टिविटी बढ़ती है तो प्रॉफिट उसमें ऑटोमेटिक बढ़ता है। तो फिनटेक के इतने सारे रीजंस है, अपॉर्चुनिटी देखी गई, नेसेसिटी देखी गई, कंप्लायंस रिक्वायरमेंट्स देखा गया, और उसके साथ साथ में प्रोडक्टिविटी एंड प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी भी कंसीडर की जाती है। अब मैं एक दो कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स की बात करूं, वैसे हम एजुकेशन में हैं, यहाँ पर कुछ लोग एजुकेशन में नहीं भी होंगे, तो हमारा नॉर्मल प्रोसेस होता है चीजों को जोड़ के आगे जाना। तो जो रीजन है जिसकी वजह से फिनटेक डेवलप हुआ है, वही रीजन को नजर में रख के उसके कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स को हम समझ सकते हैं। फिनटेक B2B होता है, B2C होता है, B2B2C होता है, यानी बिजनेस टू बिजनेस टू कस्टमर्स होता है। ये किसका कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स है। बिजनेस में फिनेंशियल ट्रांजैक्शन करने के लिए, फिनटेक में फिनेंशियल ट्रांजैक्शन करने के लिए जो बेसिक रिक्वायरमेंट है, जैसे कि इनॉग्रल में बताया गया, ट्रांजैक्शन फास्ट होना चाहिए, ट्रांजैक्शन सिक्योर्ड होना चाहिए, और उसके साथ साथ में वो लेस एक्सपेंसिव होना चाहिए। अगर ये कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स फुलफिल करता है तो ये कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स फिनटेक को और बढ़ाता है। फाइनेंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी, ह्यूमन बीइंग इज रिक्वायर्ड एवरीवेयर। हम टेक्नोलॉजी की बात कर ले, लेकिन टेक्नोलॉजी को बसाने के लिए, टेक्नोलॉजी को चलाने के लिए, और टेक्नोलॉजी में नए नए इन्वेंशन के लिए फिर एक बार ह्यूमन बीइंग, मैन पावर की जरूरत पड़ती है। तो फिनटेक के लिए भी प्रोफेशनल्स की रिक्वायरमेंट है, लेकिन कैसे प्रोफेशनल की रिक्वायरमेंट है? फिनांस प्रोफेशनल की रिक्वायरमेंट है, जिसको क्रिएटिविटी और जिसको इनोवेशन में इंटरेस्ट है। मैं ये सब बातें इसलिए बता रहा हूं कि ज्यादातर यहाँ यंग स्टूडेंट्स बैठे हैं, और हमारी जो हाल की यूनिवर्सिटीज है उसमें ज्यादातर फिनटेक का कोई रोल आता नहीं है। फॉर्मल करिकुलम में ज्यादा फिनटेक, इंडियन फाइनेंशियल सिस्टम नाम का एक सब्जेक्ट होता है पीजी में कहीं कहीं, लेकिन नॉर्मली कोई स्पेसिफिक प्रोग्राम या कोई सर्टिफिकेट कोर्स बहुत कम जगह देखा गया है। तो मेरा इरादा पूरा ये है कि मैं ये बताना चाहूँ कि फिनटेक क्या है, फिनटेक में अगर आपको कैरियर बनाना है तो आप कैसे अपने आप को प्रिपेयर कर सकते हो, और उसके लिए आप कहाँ पर अप्रोच कर सकते हो। तो थोड़ा बैकग्राउंड मैंने बड़ा किया है इस वजह से। तो फिनटेक को फाइनेंशियल प्रोफेशनल चाहिए, जिसको फाइनेंस की बहुत सारी सूझबूझ हो। मेरा सन चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट है, अभी कुछ दिन पहले वो ऑनलाइन इंटरव्यू दे रहा था, और मैं पहुंच गया और मैंने उसको पूछा कि ये आप क्या कर रहे हो, क्योंकि वो आए दिन ऑनलाइन इंटरेक्शन करता रहता है। वो कोई यूएस बेस्ड हैदराबाद में जिसका हेड ऑफिस है, वैसी कोई कंपनी का इंटरव्यू दे रहा था कंसल्टेंसी के लिए, नॉट फॉर जॉब। मैंने पूछा कि क्या है इसमें। उसने मुझे बताया कि जो नई नई एप्स, जो नए नए ऑप्शंस अवेलेबल होते हैं चैट जीपीटी से, उसके लिए उनको भी फाइनेंस का बैकग्राउंड होना जरूरी होता है। कैसे फाइनेंस का इनपुट्स दिया जाए, उसके लिए कंसल्टेंसी ऑफर करने के लिए वो ऑनलाइन इंटरव्यू दे रहा था। कहने का मतलब है फाइनेंशियल प्रोफेशनल्स आर वेरी मच रिक्वायर्ड इन दिस फील्ड। लेकिन इसके साथ साथ कई बार प्रोसेस बेस्ड फिनटेक डेवलपमेंट होता है, कई बार रेगुलेशंस बेस्ड फिनटेक होता है। तो अलग अलग प्रोफेशनल्स का रोल भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाता है। में क्रिएटिविटी का जुनून होना है, साथ होना जरूरी है, करते रहना वो भी बहुत जरूरी है, और ये कैपिटल इंसेंटिव टेक्नोलॉजी है, तो इसमें कैपिटल भी ज्यादा लगता है। अभी हम बात करें, लेफ्ट बॉटम में एक छोटा सा फोटो लगाया है, फिनटेक यानी फाइनेंशियल टेक्नोलॉजी। काफी सारा लिटरेचर अगर हम देखेंगे तो ये दोनों शब्द फिनटेक और फाइनेंशियल टेक्नोलॉजी इंटरचेंजेबली यूज किया गया है। लेकिन इसका अगर हम रूट में जाए तो दोनों में थोड़ा अंतर है। फाइनेंशियल टेक्नोलॉजी स्टेबल्ड है, फाइनेंशियल टेक्नोलॉजी का स्टेटस को मेंटेन किया गया है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल हम ले क्रेडिट कार्ड और डेबिट कार्ड, वो टेक्नोलॉजी में इनोवेशन एक स्टेज तक हो चुका है और फिर उसमें ज्यादा कोई बदलाव नहीं आया है। लेकिन फिनटेक में जो टेक्नोलॉजी का यूज होता है, फिनटेक का टेक्नोलॉजी बहुत ही सोफिस्टिकेटेड और बहुत ही डायनेमिक होता है। जैसा कि मैंने रीजन बताया, देयर हैज टू बी बेटर, और अच्छा होना चाहिए और ज्यादा होना चाहिए। इसीलिए फिनटेक में जो टेक्नोलॉजी का यूज होता है वो टेक्नोलॉजी बहुत ही डायनेमिक है, उसमें हमेशा इनोवेशंस का स्कोप रहता है। इंडिया स्टेक की बात करूं, आगे जाके हम पूरा इंडिया स्टेक समझेंगे, एक स्लाइड पूरा अलग से है। अगर फॉरेन कंट्रीज की बात करें तो वो प्राइवेटली फोकस्ड डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म्स काफी सारे काम करते हैं। फॉर्चुनेटली इंडिया में डिजिटल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर काफी सारा गवर्नमेंट के थ्रू प्रमोट किया गया है और उसका बेसिक ऑब्जेक्टिव जो है वो है कंसेंट, कैशलेस, पेपरलेस और प्रेजेंसलेस। कंसेंट, कंसेंट यानी परमिशन ऑन डिमांड। अभी काफी सारी चीजें आप विदाउट विजिटिंग, विदाउट एंटरिंग और डिस्कसिंग फिजिकली, you can give permission, you can take permission, especially in the field of finance. It may be relating to finance or any other transactions. Cashless, we all know what is cashless and how we are using. Paperless, documents on demand, right? मान लीजिए आपको कोई लोन प्रोसेस करवाना है और आपकी फाइनेंशियल स्ट्रेंथ लेंडर को चेक करनी है, तो आप आपके स्मार्टफोन पे अप्रूव पे जस्ट क्लिक करेंगे, आपकी फाइनेंशियल हिस्ट्री बोरोवर के तक पहुंच जाती है। अभी आपको बैंक जाना, बैंक में एप्लीकेशन करना और बैंक से आपका स्टेटमेंट निकालना जरूरी नहीं बना है। Presenceless authentication, we all know very well about the use of Aadhaar and eKYC. Please, next. ये सब चीजें कैसे होती है? तो बेसिकली फिनटेक is a combination of finance plus technology. Fintech is basically industry which is offering financial products and services. But question hota hai how? So Fintech is offering various products and services, maybe through process. Digital payment is one example, GPay. It is self-explanatory. Development of product, car insurance, right? बहुत बार हम YouTube पे देखते हैं कि कुछ देखने के समय बीच में ऐड आती है और हमको दिखाई देता है, आवाज ऐड सुनाई देती है, एक्सीडेंट हो गया, कोई बात नहीं, राइट? बाय डेवलपमेंट ऑफ एप्लीकेशन, ई कॉमर्स, अमेजोन, आपके दोस्त की बर्थडे है, आपके रिलेटिव्स की बर्थडे है, विदाउट टेलिंग, विदाउट डूइंग एनी फिजिकल एक्शन, आप उसको गिफ्ट पहुंचा सकते हैं। ऑफ न्यू बिजनेस मॉडल, फ्री सर्विसेज, राइट? आपका क्रेडिट स्कोर बताने के लिए काफी सारी एप्स काम करती है और फिर वो आपका क्रेडिट स्कोर देख के लगेगा या बंदा पे कर सकते, ऐसा फाइनेंशियली स्ट्रांग है, तो आपको ऑफर आएगी, लोन ऑफर आएगी, राइट? पैसा बाजार, क्रेड, राइट? क्रेड है जो उसके फाउंडर है वो कुंतल शाह है, वो स्पेसिफिकली जो 1% टॉप क्रेडिट कार्ड यूजर्स है उनको फोकस करते हैं, उनको उनका डेटा चाहिए फॉर हिज बिजनेस। आगे बात करें हम किसी भी इंडस्ट्री का सक्सेस और ग्रोथ जानने के लिए उसका पास्ट और प्रेजेंट दोनों का फैक्ट्स और फिगर्स हमें समझना पड़ता है। अगर मैं बात करूं फिनटेक इंडस्ट्री की, गो टू द नेक्स्ट। अगर मैं फिनटेक इंडस्ट्री की बात करूं, एम आई ऑडिबल टू लास्ट रो? थैंक यू। मैं फिनटेक इंडस्ट्री की अगर बात करूं, by end of 2025 there were around 16,000 plus companies, fintech companies, out of which nearly 1,570 were established in 2025 itself. So roughly it is 10% of the total companies. In India, we are knowing that startup is booming like anything. By end of 2025, with the support of government and number of private agencies, there were 1.93 lakhs startups in our country. If I talk about global ranking, as Sir said in the morning, India is standing at number 3 in terms of fintech after USA and UK. Fintech market size is roughly around $150 billion in 25, is likely to be 425 billion by 2029. So it is almost going to be 3 times. Next. There are 24 fintech unicorns in our country. Basically, there are 3 layers in a fintech industry. Initially, you will find fintech startups, where the startups are trying for number of innovations in order to make their product or service fit in a market. जो नया मार्केट में एंटर होता है फिनटेक इंडस्ट्री में स्टार्टअप के तौर पे, वो काफी सारे इनोवेशन के साथ में अपनी प्रोडक्ट और सर्विस को मार्केट में फिट करने की कोशिश करते हैं, उसको हम स्टार्टअप बोलते हैं। फिनटेक कंपनीज है वो स्टार्टअप, फिनटेक स्टार्टअप्स और फिनटेक यूनिकॉर्न के बीच का स्टेज है, जो कि एस्टैब्लिश्ड है, जिसको काफी सारे रूल्स और रेगुलेशंस फुलफिल करने होता है। और फिनटेक कंपनीज की जो कुछ प्रोडक्ट सर्विस है उसका बहुत बड़ा लार्ज यूजर बेस होता है। और फिनटेक यूनिकॉर्न है जो तकरीबन 2 डजन है हमारे कंट्री में बाय एंड ऑफ 2025। ये ऑल डेटाज आर अवेलेबल, और कुछ प्लस माइनस 5-10% हो सकता है। अलग अलग वेबसाइट, अलग अलग रिपोर्ट, डेलोइट का रिपोर्ट कुछ अलग बोलता है, किसी और कंपनी का रिपोर्ट कुछ अलग बोलता है, थोड़ा बहुत अलग बोलता है, बट मोर और लेस डेटा आर कमिंग इन दिस ट्रैक ओनली। यूनिकॉर्न है वो प्राइवेटली हेल्ड होता है, और जब यूनिकॉर्न आईपीओ लेके पब्लिक में जाता है तो उसका यूनिकॉर्न स्टेटस चला जाता है। यूनिकॉर्न के कुछ एडवांटेजेस है। तो इस तरह 3 लेयर होते हैं फिनटेक इंडस्ट्री में। ट्रांजैक्शन वैल्यूज with compounded annual growth rate in terms of number of transactions, it is 30%, while in terms of value, the compounded annual growth rate is around 20%. As of early 2026, the India continues to hold top spot globally, accounting for nearly 46 of all global real time payment transactions. जैसा कि सर ने बताया, तकरीबन रोज के 1 करोड़ ट्रांजेक्शन्स हो रहे हैं ऑन रियल टाइम बेसिस। नीचे दिए गए कुछ एप्स है, कुछ एप्स इस एरिया में डेवलप हुए हैं, जैसे पीयर टू पीयर लैंडिंग प्लेटफॉर्म जहां इंडिविजुअल वो दूसरे इंडिविजुअल लैंडर या लैंडिंग एजेंसी से विदाउट रेफरिंग अ फॉर्मल बैंक बोरोइंग के लिए कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं। जैसे मैंने अभी बताया क्रेड मिंट उसका एक उदाहरण है। बजटिंग एप्स, ET Money is one of the budgeting app available in our country, which help us to track our routine transactions। हमारी स्पेंडिंग हैबिट को ट्रैक करता है, फाइनेंशियल गोल सेट करने में हेल्पफुल है। Robo advisories, it is automated algorithm which help to go for financial planning, which help to give us investment advisories, rebalancing of portfolio, diversification of portfolio on real time basis, managing risk। जरोदा, अगर मैं एग्जांपल बोलूं तो काफी सारे यहां पर जो बैठे हैं उनको ख्याल आ जाएगा। जरोदा इज वन ऑफ द प्लेटफॉर्म विच इज वेरी पॉपुलर नाउअडेज फॉर सच इन्वेस्टमेंट। नेक्स्ट, फिनटेक इकोसिस्टम। डोडिया साहब ने ये वर्ड यूज किया था अपने इनॉग्रल इंट्रोडक्टरी सेशन में। फिनटेक इकोसिस्टम इज बेसिकली डिपेंडिंग ऑन थ्री थिंग्स। इसके तीन पिलर्स है। एक है फिनटेक पार्टिसिपेंट्स, दूसरा है फिनटेक टेक्नोलॉजीज और तीसरा और बहुत जरूरी है इनेबलिंग एनवायरनमेंट। ये तीन पिलर्स है फिनटेक इकोसिस्टम के, जो फिनटेक इंडस्ट्री को इंडिया में प्रमोट करने में काफी सारा योगदान दे रहे हैं। फिनटेक पार्टिसिपेंट्स में फिनटेक स्टार्टअप्स भी है, गवर्नमेंट का रोल बहुत बड़ा है, ट्रेडिशनल फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशंस है, इंडिविजुअल एंड ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस है। फिनटेक is based on very dynamic and latest technology and it keeps on changing। टेक्निकल वर्ड्स में अगर बताए तो जो प्रेजेंट टेक्नोलॉजी है उसमें डिस्पर्सन होता है और उसमें से इनोवेशन आके निकलता है। मतलब कि पुरानी जो टेक्नोलॉजी जिसे जो पुरानी नहीं है लेकिन अभी भी चल रही है, अच्छी है, लेकिन हम इसको और कैसा बेहतर बनाए। डिस्ट्रप्टिव अप्रोच होता है। डिस्ट्रप्टिव मींस भले ही कितना अच्छा टेक्नोलॉजी हो लेकिन उसको और अच्छा बनाने का, और वो इनोवेशन। तो ये डिस्ट्रप्टिव अप्रोच वैसे नेगेटिव अप्रोच है, लेकिन उसमें से जो इनोवेशन है वो इनोवेशन डिस्ट्रप्टिव से बड़ा होता है। जैसे आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, मशीन लर्निंग, बिग डेटा एनालिटिक्स, क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग, साइबर सिक्योरिटी, cryptocurrency, social media developers, these are the upcoming technologies which are applied in the field of fintech industries। इसका तीसरा पिलर है जो कि इनेबलिंग एनवायरनमेंट। आपके पास फिनेंशियल सेक्टर्स में प्रोडक्ट है, सर्विसेज है, आप टेक्नोलॉजी का यूज करते हो, लेकिन उसको प्रमोट करने के लिए आपके पास अच्छा एनवायरनमेंट होना जरूरी है, तभी फिनटेक इंडस्ट्री आगे बढ़ेगी। और उसमें सबसे बड़ी रिक्वायरमेंट है टैलेंट। अच्छे स्किलफुल, विलिंगफुल, फाइनेंशियल और टेक्निकल प्रोफेशनल्स की रिक्वायरमेंट है। अगर वो नहीं है तीसरे पिलर में तो ये नहीं हो सकता है। इट इज अ कैपिटल इंसेंटिव टेक्नोलॉजी, काफी सारी कैपिटल चाहिए। सो कैपिटल मिले वो बहुत जरूरी है फॉर टेक्नोलॉजी इन फिनटेक। सपोर्टिव पॉलिसी एंड रेगुलेशंस। Government is trying to promote fintech based transactions, and for that government is promoting by offering various simple rules and regulations without compromising the safety and security part of this industry। Market demand, last but not least in third pillar। आपके पास बहुत सारी फाइनेंशियल प्रोडक्ट है, सर्विसेज है, आपके पास टेक्नोलॉजी है, लेकिन आपके पास अगर कस्टमर नहीं है, क्लाइंट नहीं है, बिजनेसेस जो कि फिनटेक का यूज करे वो नहीं है, तो ये इकोसिस्टम डिस्टर्ब हो सकता है। तो तीसरा रिक्वायरमेंट है आपके पास अच्छी डिमांड हो, अच्छी डिमांड इंडिविजुअल कस्टमर्स की तरफ से हो, बिजनेस की तरफ से हो, और इसीलिए इनोवेशन पे बहुत भार दिया गया है फिनटेक इंडस्ट्री में। आगे बात करें, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड, evaluation of fintech ecosystem in our country. I will skip this because we all are aware about this. Earlier we were having ATM and now we are just transferring money and making payment using our smartphone. तो यहाँ तक की जर्नी है. टाइम कंस्ट्रेंट देखते हुए मैं इसको स्किप करने जा रहा हूं. ये कौन से स्टेज पे कौन कौन सी टेक्नोलॉजी इवॉल्व हुई उसकी चार्ट बनाई गई है. नेक्स्ट. फिनटेक इज बेसिकली कनेक्टिंग फाइनेंस. और फाइनेंस की अगर मैं बात करूं तो फाइनेंस में बहुत सारे सब सेक्टर्स है. फाइनेंस की एप्लीकेशंस बहुत सारी है, जैसे फाइनेंस और बैंकिंग सेक्टर, फाइनेंस और वेल्थ मैनेजमेंट, फाइनेंस और इंश्योरेंस सेक्टर. तो उसी तरह से फिनटेक का भी सब डिवीजन किया गया है और उस पर से बनी है अलग अलग फिनटेक की अलग अलग एप्लीकेशंस जो कि वो रिस्पेक्टिव सब सेक्टर को यूजफुल हो सके. जैसे कि पेमेंट टेक. तो पेमेंट टेक, I need not to explain, we all know what is phone pay, what is GPay, what is Amazon Pay, right? वैसे ही बात करें तो लैंडिंग टेक, जो कि लैंडिंग टेक लैंडिंग ऑफ मनी के ट्रांजैक्शंस के लिए यूजफुल होती है. जैसे लोन ओरिएंटेशन सिस्टम LOS, उसको फ्रंट एंड इंजन बोला जाता है. उसका रोल जो बोरोइंग है, वो बोरोइंग देने के पहले का जो प्रोसीजर है उसको कैसे स्ट्रीमलाइन, कैसे सिंपल किया जाए, वो है LMS. यानी लोन मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम. आफ्टर प्रोवाइडिंग लोन उसको कैसे फॉलो किया जाए, उस पर कैसे बाकी के प्रोसीजर, लोन रीपेमेंट वगैरह, उस पर फोकस करता है. तो लैंडिंग एज अ सर्विस के लिए हमारे पास जो एप्स है वो लैंडिंग टैक्स से आते हैं. इंश्योर टैक, तो इंश्योर टैक में टेक्नोलॉजी का यूज करके कंपेरेटिव अलग अलग कंपनी के बारे में, अलग अलग कंपनी के फीचर्स के बारे में कैसे कस्टमर को अपडेट दिया जाए और टेक्नोलॉजी का उपयोग करके कैसे सिंपल वे में इंश्योरेंस का बिजनेस किया जाए, उसके लिए जो ऐप बने हैं वो है इंश्योर टैक, जैसे पॉलिसी बाजार, रैग टेक, दैट इज रेगुलेशन टेक. रेगुलेशन टेक, जैसा कि बताया गया, सुबह भी बताया गया, मैंने भी बताया कि हर चीज का दो पहलू होता है, एक अच्छा होता है, एक बुरा होता है. मैं बुरा तो नहीं कहूंगा, लेकिन जैसे जैसे टेक्नोलॉजी का ग्रोथ हुआ है, जैसे जैसे नए नए इन्वेंशंस हुए हैं, वैसे वैसे कुछ रिस्क भी बढ़ा है. अभी कुछ दिन पहले मैं किसी से बात कर रहा था पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट से, तो टेक्नोलॉजी में हमको जान के आश्चर्य होगा कि वो लोग बहुत ही एडवांस होते हैं. पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट्स में एक डिपार्टमेंट होता है जो ई फ्रॉड पे फोकस करता है. तो कुछ ऑफिसर से मुलाकात हुई, तो उनसे बातों बातों में टेक्नोलॉजी की बात हुई, तो वो कहीं 1 महीने की टेक्नोलॉजी बेस्ड ट्रेनिंग पे गए हुए थे. तो मैंने जब पूछा कि साहब आपको ट्रेनिंग की क्या जरूरत पड़ती है, तो उन्होंने बताया कि साहब अभी जो ई फ्रॉड होते हैं, वो ई फ्रॉड करने वाले का जो नॉलेज होता है, वो नॉलेज से एक स्टेप आगे का नॉलेज हमारे पास होना जरूरी है, तभी हम ई फ्रॉड कैच कर सकते हैं, ई फ्रॉड प्रिवेंट कर सकते हैं. तो RegTech basically using AI and machine tools and other technology, जो fintech based transactions होते हैं उसमें कुछ कंप्लायंस होते हैं, कुछ रूल्स रेगुलेशंस होते हैं, कुछ प्रोसीजर है, जिसका बेसिक ऑब्जेक्टिव कैसे ये माध्यम को, ये प्लेटफॉर्म को और ज्यादा सुरक्षित किया जाए उनके कंज्यूमर्स के लिए, यूजर्स के लिए। आगे बात करें, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड। मैंने फिनटेक का एप्लीकेशन अलग अलग सेक्टर, फिनेंशियल सेक्टर में बात की, तो अगर देखा जाए तो लार्जेस्ट यूज इसका पेमेंट्स एंड यूपीआई में होता है। तकरीबन फिनटेक इंडस्ट्री का 42% is governed by UPI. It is largest sector in the fintech industry. Digital lending and investments, इसका योगदान 40% रहा है। वेल्थ टेक एंड इन्वेस्टमेंट्स, ये हमारे कंट्री में अभी एक्सपांशन स्टेज में है, 9% है, और रिमेनिंग इज फॉर अदर टेक। Neo-banking and SaaS. Neo-banking is innovative concept, yet not much aware or known to the common people. But neo-bank का concept है, वो है real time banking without having any physical infrastructure. कोई physical infrastructure नहीं। हिंदुस्तान में ICICI बैंक, एक्सिस बैंक, कोटक बैंक, नियो बैंक कंसेप्ट का यूज करके ये सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड करना शुरू किया है। दिस इज इन अ वेरी इनोवेटिव और यू कैन से इन अ वेरी इन्फेंट स्टेज। कुछ चार्ट बताए गए हैं, ये प्रेजेंटेशन में डोडिया साहब को देके जाऊंगा। अगर आपको कोई इसमें से और डिटेल में स्टडी करना है तो भी स्टूडेंट्स ये पीपीटी लेके यूज कर सकते हैं। आगे बढ़े। किसी भी कंसेप्ट का जो डेवलप होने का रीजन होता है वही उसका कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स होता है और फिर उसी में से उसका बेनिफिट जनरेट होता है। देयर इज इंटर रिलेशन। वी सी द फीचर, बेस्ड ऑन फीचर वी डेवलप कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स, एंड डेवलपिंग कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स वी एक्सपेक्ट सम बेनिफिट्स आउट ऑफ इट। तो ये कोई ज्यादा नया बात नहीं है सुनने के लिए। सिंस मॉर्निंग वी आर लिसनिंग अबाउट benefits directly or indirectly of fintech industry, जैसे कि convenience, banking anytime 24/7 self explanatory है। It enhanced security through biometrics and blockchain. Blockchain is emerging trend in our country, especially in land registry we are using blockchain. Bitcoin is not legally accepted in our country. It is not recognized by government, but blockchain is right now in promotive stage. Speed होती है, ट्रांजैक्शन, फिनेंशियल ट्रांजैक्शंस काफी आसान, काफी स्पीडी हो जाते हैं। ट्रांसपेरेंसी एंड फाइनेंशियल इंक्लूजन। So ultimately, these are the features also, these are the characteristics also, and these are the benefits also of fintech industry in general. आगे बात करें, ये जो टेबल दिखाता है, ये टेबल 2010 से लेके 2024 का चार्ट दिखा रहा है। और जो फर्स्ट कॉलम है, वो फर्स्ट कॉलम बताता है कि तकरीबन इन ऑल सेक्टर्स नाउ फिनटेक इज एंटर्ड, ऑल सेक्टर्स। Right. It may be payment, it may be personal financial management, it may be lending, it may be P2P lending, it may be neobank, it may be embedded finance, which provides various types of services, right? अगर आपको टिकट्स बुक करना है ट्रैवल के लिए तो आप जाते हैं मेक माई ट्रिप। अगर मूवी का टिकट बुक करना है तो हम जाते हैं बुक माई शो। ठीक है, लेकिन सुपर ऐप तो नहीं हुई है, लेकिन सुपर ऐप की तरफ जा रहा है, जो कि एक ही ऐप से आप बहुत सारे ट्रांजैक्शन कर सकते हो। वो एम्बेडेड फिनेंस के कंसेप्ट पे काम करता है। नेक्स्ट, दिस इज इंफॉर्मेटिव स्लाइड। ये टॉप 10 कंपनीज इन इंडिया जो कि फिनटेक इंडस्ट्री में काम कर रही है, चाहे फिर वो फोन पे हो, रेजोर पे, पेटीएम, ग्रो, क्रेड, पाइन लैब्स, पॉलिसी बाजार, भारत पे, कैश फ्री, lending craft. I propose all the students, those who are sitting in this auditorium, after completing today's seminar, अब एक बार ये सब कंपनी के वेबसाइट पे जाइए और उसका बेसिक इंफॉर्मेशन कलेक्ट करके आप देखिए कि उनका क्या बिजनेस मॉडल है। आपको फिनटेक समझने में और आसान हो जाएगा। और ये सब जैसे बताया गया 2014, 2015 के बाद में काफी तेजी से आगे बढ़े हैं और बता रहे हैं कि और जल्दी इसमें काफी सारा डेवलपमेंट होने वाला है। तो कैरियर ऑप्शन के लिए भी, स्पेशली दोज हु आर परस्यूइंग फाइनेंस रिलेटेड प्रोग्राम, कैरियर ऑप्शन के लिए भी एक बहुत अच्छा ऑप्शन हो सकता है। यह टॉप इंडियन फिनटेक स्टार्टअप्स इन डिफरेंट सेक्टर्स, चाहे फिर वो पेमेंट का हो, लेंडिंग का हो, इंश्योरेंस का हो या अदर्स में हो, दिस आर द डिफरेंट स्टार्टअप्स। इसमें से कई सारे स्टार्टअप्स है जो कि कन्वर्ट होके फिनटेक कंपनीज बन गए या फिनटेक यूनिकॉर्न हो गया है। तो ग्रो हुई है, इसका मतलब ये होता है कि इनका ग्रोथ काफी बड़ा और काफी तेजी से हो रहा है। फिनटेक इनेबलर्स, Sir, I have a time. Bausi sir, should I continue for another? Is it okay? Fintech enablers मतलब those who are enabling, making possible. फिनटेक इंडस्ट्री का पॉसिबल होना ये सब चीजों पे बहुत आधारित है। एपीआई, बैंकिंग एज अ सर्विस, अगर आपका पॉकेट में मोबाइल में अगर आपका अकाउंट है तो आप without referring your bank account you can make a payment for Zomato or you can make a payment for Uber. This is possible now. You need not to touch your bank account, right? So that is because of banking as a service. Cloud computing, पहले बहुत बड़े सर्वर, फिजिकल सर्वर रखे जाते थे फॉर द स्टोरेज ऑफ डेटा। अभी इसको क्लाउड ने रिप्लेस कर दिया है, राइट? नाउ क्लाउड्स आर अवेलेबल फॉर स्टोरेज ऑफ डेटा, which is promoting fintech industry, because fintech industry जो है वो काफी सारी डेटा आधारित है। तो सर्वर की जो फिजिकल रिक्वायरमेंट थी उसको क्लाउड ने बहुत कम कर दी है। सो ऐप इज देयर, बैंकिंग एज अ सर्विस इज देयर, क्लाउड इज देयर, एआई एंड मशीन लर्निंग, राइट? वी कैन से अ ब्रेन ऑफ फिनटेक इंडस्ट्री, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस एंड मशीन लर्निंग। हम कॉमर्स और मैनेजमेंट को ज्यादा कंप्यूटर बेस्ड सब्जेक्ट्स की पढ़ाई नहीं आती है, और जो आती है वो बहुत सिंपल और बेसिक होती है, जो लेमन को भी पता होता है। लेकिन थोड़ा फोकस करने पे सब चीजें समझने में काफी आसान है। रियल टाइम फ्रॉड कैच करने में ये टेक्नोलॉजी काफी सारा योगदान देती है। पर्सनलाइजेशन, कस्टमर की रिक्वायरमेंट के मुताबिक प्रोडक्ट या सर्विस को कस्टमाइज करके देना, वो फिनटेक की वजह से पॉसिबल हुआ है। पहले ये चीज थी कि सबके लिए एक सा प्रोडक्ट या सर्विस अवेलेबल होता था, लेकिन अभी रिक्वायरमेंट बदल गई है। सो बदलते रिक्वायरमेंट के हिसाब से सर्विस को या फिनेंस प्रोडक्ट को कस्टमाइज किया जा सकता है, और ये एक रीजन है जो फिनटेक को प्रमोट करता है, फिनटेक को इनेबल करता है फॉर अ कॉमन कंज्यूमर यूजर। कार्ड एज अ सर्विस, ये वर्चुअल कार्ड की बात है जो कि आईसीआईसीआई बैंक इन अवर कंट्री इज ऑफरिंग फॉर इमीडिएट यूज। जैसा मैंने बताया कि डिजिटल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म डेवलप करने में, प्रमोट करने में गवर्नमेंट का बहुत बड़ा रोल है। तो वैसे तो ये इंडिया टेक का एस्टेब्लिशमेंट 2009 में हुआ था, और वो डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह के टाइम पे उनके द्वारा किया गया था, लेकिन उस पर ज्यादा फोकस नहीं हुआ। 2014 में नई गवर्नमेंट आने के बाद में उनका ये विजन रहा। मैं कोई पॉलिटिकल बात नहीं कर रहा हूं, किसी का फेवर या किसी को क्रिटिसाइज करने की बात नहीं है, मैं जो ट्रेंड रहा उसकी बात कर रहा हूं। और फिर भी ऐसा लगा कि ये इतना पिक नहीं हुआ, तो इस पर पूरा एक सप्ताह का सेलिब्रेशन मनाया गया था, शायद हम सबको याद होगा या नहीं, by the present government in year 2022 to create awareness. Lot of campaign was organized and celebrated in various parts of the country in order to create awareness about this fintech industry. साथ साथ में गवर्नमेंट ने जो इंडिया स्टैक में प्रावधान किए हैं, वो जैसे मैंने फर्स्ट स्लाइड्स में बताया कि आप चाहे वो कंसेंट की बात हो, चाहे वो कैशलेस की बात हो, चाहे वो पेपरलेस की बात हो, चाहे वो प्रेजेंस लेस की बात हो, ये सब फिनटेक में पॉसिबल हुआ है बिकॉज ऑफ ऑल दिस विच इज अवेलेबल। जैसे कि आप कौन है, आपकी आइडेंटिटी अगर आपको प्रूव करना है तो पहले आपको ढेर सारे फिजिकल प्रूफ ले आने पड़ते थे, और उसमें भी आपको कहीं गेजेटेड ऑफिसर के पास में जाके आपको उसको अटेस्टेड करवाने पड़ते थे। ये सब सिंपल हो गया अभी ई केवाईसी के माध्यम से आप अपनी पहचान करा सकते हो। यूपीआई, राइट, पहले एनईएफटी और आईएमपीएस जैसी टेक्नोलॉजी थी, लेकिन हमें पता है कि अगर कोई नया अकाउंट हमारे अकाउंट से जोड़ना है तो उसको जोड़ने के बाद हमें बताया जाता था कि आपको 4 आवर्स 6 आवर्स वेट करना पड़ेगा, उसके बाद में आप वो ट्रांजैक्शन एंटर कर पाएंगे। ये सब अभी निकल गया है। जस्ट 24/7 आपके स्मार्टफोन पे फैसिलिटीज अवेलेबल हो गई है। दैट इज बिकॉज ऑफ यूपीआई। अकाउंट एग्रीगेटर, जैसा कि मैंने बताया, अगर आपको कोई लोन लेना है और अगर अप्रोच करते हो तो आपको आपकी फाइनेंशियल स्टेबिलिटी बनाने के लिए बहुत सारे डॉक्यूमेंट्स फिजिकल फॉर्म में प्रोवाइड करने थे। अभी आप क्लिक करो तो लेंडर को पता चल जाएगा आपका क्या फाइनेंशियल स्टेटस है। दैट इज बिकॉज ऑफ द अकाउंटिंग एग्रीगेटेड which is offered by the India Tech. Next, इतनी सारी कोशिशों के बाद में जो मेन की ग्रोथ ड्राइवर्स है, जिन्होंने की फ्रंट रोल प्ले किया और हिंदुस्तान में फिनांस सेक्टर में फिनटेक को काफी सारा एक्सेप्टेंस दिलाया, तो अगर मैं उसकी बात करूं तो जैसे मैंने बताया 150 बिलियन वाला ये मार्केट 3 गुना होने जा रहा है आने वाले 5 साल में। इसके पीछे डिजिटल एडॉप्शन 1.2 बिलियन मोबाइल सब्सक्राइबर्स नोट किए गए हैं। यूपीआई का एडॉप्शन काफी तेजी से बढ़ाया गया है। 1.3 बिलियन आधार कार्ड, जैसे कि जनधन योजना, ओएनडीसी, ये सब चीज कैशलेस इकोनॉमी को काफी हद तक प्रमोट कर रही है। अभी फिनटेक का फैलाव टायर 2, टायर 3 सिटीज में जा रहा है। जैसा कि चार्ट बताया गया है, टायर 1 का कंट्रीब्यूशन कम हो रहा है, वो 65 से 50 हुआ है, लेकिन टायर 2 और टायर 3 का कंट्रीब्यूशन फिनटेक सेक्टर में बढ़ रहा है। तो टायर 2, टायर 3 सिटीज में भी इसका ग्रेजुअल एक्सेप्टेंस हो रहा है। और बोला जाता है ना कि अगर हम कोई एक काम विदाउट ब्रेक 21 दिन निभा ले तो वो हमारी आदत बन जाती है। तो पैंडेमिक के टाइम पे चाहे वो हमारी मजबूरी हो या कोई और वजह हो, ये डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म का यूज करना हमारी आदत बन गई थी और वो धीरे धीरे आदत में से अभी तकरीबन हमारी लाइफ का एक पार्ट हो गया है। तो पोस्ट पैंडेमिक, man propose, God dispose, but we are optimistic being a human being and we say it is for a better cause। जब पैंडेमिक हुआ तो हम समझते हैं क्या हमारी परिस्थिति थी, लेकिन उसके बाद बहुत सारे बदलाव आए हैं हमारी लाइफ में और बहुत सारे अच्छे बदलाव आए हैं। तो ये भी एक उसी का एग्जाम्पल है। बहुत सारी एप्स का, अच्छी एप्स का डेवलपमेंट, तो ये सब की फैक्टर्स है फिनटेक इंडस्ट्री के ग्रोथ को प्रमोट करने में। इन्होंने काफी अच्छा और बड़ा रोल प्ले किया है। नेक्स्ट, मैं इसको थ्रेट्स नहीं कहूंगा, चैलेंजेस कहूंगा, क्योंकि थ्रेट वर्ड यूज करना वो पेसिमिस्टिक अप्रोच है। चैलेंजेस बोलना थोड़ा अच्छा लगता है, ऑप्टिमिस्टिक है। वी आर रेडी टू एक्सेप्ट द चैलेंज। So dynamic regulatory environment is one of the challenge. Dynamic means we have to face a lot of changes in rules and regulations, especially in applicable to the fintech industry, like rules for KYC, rules for preventing anti-money laundering rules, जो कि ज्यादा फिनटेक को इफेक्ट करते हैं। उसमें आए दिन बदलाव आते रहते हैं। तो अगर आप एक प्रोविजन समझो ना समझो, वहां पर उस पर बदलाव आ जाता है और ये स्वाभाविक है एक्चुअली, क्योंकि टेक्नोलॉजी डेवलप हो रही है। तो टेक्नोलॉजी को इलीगली ब्रेक करने वाले भी डेवलप हो रहे हैं, तो फिर उसको प्रिवेंट करने के लिए रूल्स और रेगुलेशंस में भी बदलाव लाना पड़ता है। तो इसको हमको स्वीकार करके इसको हम अपडेट करना अनिवार्य है। हाई कॉस्ट ऑफ सिक्योरिटी इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, a digital transaction increase risk of cyber attacks like phishing and ransomware। phishing यानी बिल्कुल बनावटी एक प्लेटफॉर्म क्रिएट किया जाता है, जैसे कि कोई बनावटी बैंक, राइट, और उसका यूज करके आपकी प्राइवेट इंफॉर्मेशन, आपका लॉगिन सब आपसे जान के फिर उसके साथ में फ्रॉड किया जाता है। There is high operational cost is a major burden, especially for small startups. This is capital incentive industry। तो स्टार्टअप के लिए बहुत सारे स्टार्टअप्स आज फेल हो रहे हैं। उसका एक वजह ये भी है, कैपिटल इंसेंटिव इंडस्ट्री है। प्रोटेक्टिंग यूजर डेटा, the pressure to keep user data private and strict under new laws। The challenge is to implement rigorous encryptions and safety measures without making the app too complicated or heavy for average user or navigate। These are challenges for fintech industry। ये सब इंटरनल है, इंडस्ट्री के इंटरनल बैरियर्स है। अगर मैं एक्सटर्नल बैरियर्स की बात करूं, फिनटेक इंडस्ट्री के बाहर के जो बैरियर्स है जो फिनटेक को चैलेंज करते हैं, तो लैक ऑफ ट्रस्ट एंड डिजिटल स्किल्स। कभी कभी हम कुछ जगह पे ट्रांजैक्शन करने जाते हैं तो हमारी आदत बन गई है, हम जेब से फोन निकाल के पेमेंट के लिए प्रोसेस करने के लिए जाते हैं और हमको शॉपकीपर बता देता है कि ओनली कैश इज एक्सेप्टेबल, राइट। सो अभी भी ऐसा ट्रेंड देखा जाता है कि ओनली कैश इज अवेलेबल। देयर इज लॉट ऑफ कॉम्पिटिशन। देयर इज पुअर कनेक्टिविटी इन रूरल एरिया। रूरल एरिया में फिनटेक का एडॉप्शन हो रहा है, लेकिन Internet requirement is a precondition for the fintech, so we need to improve our connectivity also. कुछ challenges है तो कुछ opportunities भी है, right? मैंने मेरी opportunities की बात कर ली, मेरे पास भी एक challenge आई है, complete in 5 minutes, so I will increase my speed. Neo banking, I have already explained. Next. हालांकि हमारे कंट्री में अभी सुपर ऐप तो नहीं है, लेकिन सुपर ऐप होने जा रहा है, वो एक अच्छी बात है. ग्लोबल एक्सपांशन फिनटेक इंडस्ट्री के लिए सिर्फ इंडिया मार्केट न रह के, जैसे सुबह में सर ने बताया, राइट, फिनटेक का भी ग्लोबलाइजेशन होने जा रहा है. वी आर ऑल्सो गेटिंग डिमांड फ्रॉम अदर कंट्रीज रिगार्डिंग फिनटेक industry products and services from fintech industries. Next. The major area where we need to focus is gardening against cyber criminals, educating consumers and users, data protection law. Next. Due to time shortage, I am not going in detail, but these are the requirements of skill sets over and above. You have knowledge of finance, you should develop little bit understanding of Java, business analyst, C++, Python, टेक एंड डेवलपमेंट रोल्स कहां पर है, क्या जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज हो सकती है. ब्लॉकचेन डेवलपर्स, एज आई सेड, इट इज इन अ promoting stage, blockchain, so you can get opportunity to associate yourself with blockchain. AI and machine learning engineers for engineering, having background of IT. Mobile app developers, data scientists, business analytics, these are the options available where you can develop your career. अगर हम कॉमर्स मैनेजमेंट से है तो हम कैसे अदर पार्टनर को हमारे साथ जोड़े, उसका नॉलेज हमारे पास होना चाहिए. कोई खास वेल एस्टैब्लिश्ड प्रोग्राम एंड करिकुलम फॉर कॉमन स्टूडेंट्स अभी तक डेवलप नहीं किया गया है. IITs and IIMs are offering programs and certificate courses on this, but now fortunately we have some options of certifications. Those who are academicians, they can also go to the platform called Swayam, where such programs offering a basic understanding of the fintech industry available by the professors who are associated with renowned campuses like IITs and IIMs. So we can get basic idea about the industry. Next and last. Please go to the next. One more slide is remaining, sir, which is for a finding, a final conclusion. If I talk about fintech industry at last, so in fintech industry, regarding compliance, next, regarding compliance, only 44.3 companies are able to match. So we can see that there are a lot of lapses in compliance. These are the data which are somewhat old, but not so old, right? Only 44.3% companies are able to match with the compliance requirements. Innovative business ideas and models are presented by only 22.66%. Means there is a big opportunity available in this field for offering some new ideas. Innovation projects are offered by only 25.32%, roughly 25% companies from the fintech industry. Access of entrepreneurs and professional skills, only 10%. As we know that there are no institutes available offering professional education on in this field. Only 10% industries are having professional skills, people with the professional education. Orientation and perspective of venture funding players. Private equity and venture capitalists are playing very important role in this fintech industry because it is a capital intensive industry. So it is only 2.5%. So this is a present scenario of the fintech industry. With these words, once again, I express my sincere thanks and gratitude to the university for keeping trust on me and inviting me for interacting with the participants. A special thanks to Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir, Dr. Pratap Singh Chauhan Sir. Sir is my mentor, and I am very happy to share to all of you that I was awarded a PhD in 2008 under the guidance of Chauhan Sir. And my first day of academic journey, nearly 99, 98, 99, from first day till date, you can say that for any requirement, for any support, any motivation, only one line from Chauhan sir, Vijay thai jase, right? So he is my guru, and I am very happy to visit the campus where my guru is vice chancellor. I am also expressing my thanks to the convener of this conference and my close friend, Dr. Bausi Dodia sir. Sir has taken pain since yesterday evening, not evening, in fact, from yesterday morning for communicating. थोड़ी थोड़ी sir no phone आवे, sir क्या पहुंचिया, sir क्या पहुंचिया. Thank you very much, sir. I also express my sincere thanks to all academicians, those who are sitting in front of me and listening me very patiently. And last but not least, the young and dynamic future of the country, students. Thank you very much. I understand that the subject or topic which is not much known or aware to us is difficult to listen and digest. But believe me, a very interesting area to learn. Once again, thank you very much. Thank you all. Namaste. Namaste all.
Thank you so much, sir. Now we would like to appreciate and honor Professor Dr. Vijay Vyas sir for his expertise and knowledge sharing in this seminar. Now I would like to invite Dr. Vinit Verma sir to present a certificate of appreciation to Dr. Vijay Vyas sir. Please, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Now, our next resource person is Professor Jaideep Chaudhary, sir. Professor Dr. Jaideep Kumar N. Chaudhary, sir, is distinguished academician in the field of management, presently serving as a professor and director of research at the Faculty of Management, Veer Narmad, South Gujarat University, Surat. With over 30 years of academic experience, a PhD in management, and extensive contributions to research, doctor and supervision, publications, and academic administration, including leadership roles such as Director of Research and Dean of the Faculty of Management Studies. He is widely recognized for his expertise in strategic management, entrepreneurship, and institutional development. His work in management, education, and digital financial system will provide valuable insights into evolving fintech ecosystem. So now I would like to invite Professor Dr. Jaideep Kumar Chaudhary sir to please deliver her speech.
Okay, lunch બાકી છે એટલે good morning જ કહીશું. So very good morning to all. At the outset, I take this opportunity to express my gratitude to the organizer, especially Professor Pratap Singh Chauhan, Honorable Vice Chancellor of this university, and Dr. Bhavsi Dodia ji for giving me this opportunity to be part of this August gathering. So I was given the topic on financial system, digital finance system in India. And Dr. Vijay sir has already made my task easy also and difficult also, because some of these part has already been discussed by Vijay sir. So what I have planned in my presentation, okay. So this is the flow of presentation. So I will not spend much time what is fintech, because it was already discussed. And then the overview, where do we stand in terms of the evolution phase, digital public infrastructure, that is the backbone on which all these things are working. And there are many institutions in digital public infrastructure, government as well as private institutions, and there are institutions which are working on PPP mode, public-private partnership. But because of, you can say, the paucity of time, I would discuss at least one or two of these that will give you a bigger picture of the total infrastructure and how does the entire system work. Okay, when you talk about fintech, so it is financial technology, or sometimes it is also known as finance and technology, because all of you belong to finance, commerce and management. So I will not explain, you can say, try to define finance. But when we say fintech, the another term is technology. So what is technology? What kind of technology we are talking about? So when you talk about technology, so which technology? So when you talk about dictionary meaning of technology, that is, you can say, the applied science or applications of some scientific applications for some kind of use. So here when you talk about technology, we talk about information and communication technology. Usually we talk about IT. Even IT is, you can say, will not give you that true picture. It consists of, the true word is information and communication technology. So when we say ICT, information and communication technology, what does it include? So it includes all those things. It includes computer, hardware, software, programmer, software developer, hardware engineer, telecommunication infrastructure, and so it's a, you can say, the broader term, much broader term, which includes everything, which makes possible for sending data from one location to another location, so the one mobile to another mobile, or anything kind of thing. So combining that information communication technology or use of information and communication technology in financial activity. So that is what we mean by fintech. Okay, next. So this is how that term has, the meaning has changed over a period of time. So initially it was used only for keeping the data, or you can say the customer record only. So banks have started using this kind of technology to maintain, you can say, you started using computers just to maintain the records, or you can say the details of, you can say, individual account. Then they started using, they using different technologies. They come out with different applications which ultimately help you to manage your finance or managing your budget. And today, now that fintech is used for much larger term, which not only limited to keeping the data or just managing your budget or anything else, but it covers all those things, which services and companies in the financial sectors that focus various capabilities, including retail banking, financial educations, fundraising, cryptocurrency, investment management, and many more. You just name it, and it is now included. Okay. So this is, you can say, the growth in fintech registrations. So in last year, it is earlier 2024, India was ranked third in terms of global fintech registrations, and in terms of unicorn, startup unicorn, where that market valuation is $1 billion of dollar. So out of those 10,000 startups, more than 10,000 service, 26 were able to achieve what is known as, they become unicorn. So startup unicorns are those startups which have reached, you can say, the 1 billion market valuation figure. The next. This is also one of the important figure. If you look at the adoption rate, is 87%. That is at par with China, where the global average is 67%. Now that 87% is much more important, because in India we have population is almost 141 crore of people, and out of that 87, the adoption rate is 80%, 87%. So even though when you talk about developed economies like USA, UK, or even European countries, which are known as developed economies, so they even were not able to achieve that level. So this is the status in 2025. So in now earlier it was 10,000. Now it is almost in 1 year, almost 10% new registration have come up. It is almost 14,000. If you compare to USA, it was around 44,000, and second UK is 16,000. So in all over the world, in terms of the number of fintech firms operating, so we are third. Even China is behind us. Even in terms of unicorn, in 25 it was 26. Now it was almost 34. And in terms of unicorn, now we are fourth in terms of at the global rank. This is also another important, you can say, the figure, and that is that tells the story of tells the success story of India. That there are 701 million, so almost 70 crore people are active mobile users, and which made this fintech revolution possible. And that is the result why there's 87% of, you can say, adoption rate. Just 1 minute. Previous slide. And people using mobile payments is 59%, where China 66%. So if you talk about the developed economies, USA, UK, and European countries, even they are behind us. While we are having almost 59% of people, they are using payment through mobile phones. So that tells the, you can say, the success story of our country. Okay, next. See, that entire, you can say, the fintech sector or industry, which contributes directly, indirectly, almost 10% of our GDP. So now you can understand the importance of, you can say, the fintech sector in our country. The market value, sir has already discussed. The revenue impact also, that was already covered, so I will not discuss. Okay, next. Okay, this is also one of the important aspect, because that is also one of the, you can say, the major socioeconomic challenge of our country, the unemployment. So fintech sector directly provides almost 1.8 lakh direct workers, and the indirect workers or employment to almost 4.5 lakh. So this is the current scenario, and it has got the opportunities, or you can say the potential, so which can generate a lot of employment opportunities. So those who are Gen Zs, the younger generations, so they can also think of exploiting these opportunities, not only in terms of the employment point of view, but again, when it comes to startup, it is not necessary that one should have or one should require that kind of technical background and understanding of technology and even the finances. Even if you don't have any idea of technology, computer, ICT, or you don't know anything about finance, you know just little bit of, you can say, the day-to-day working, and if you have come out with some kind of innovative ideas, or you can say great idea, so you can also think of starting your own startup. Because now we have got that kind of ecosystem. Even you don't have money, so there are, you can say, the venture capitalists, angel investors, they are available to finance your ideas. So don't think that I have an idea, but how would I test my ideas? But today there are people, they are ready to give you money just to test your ideas and the concept, and you can convert your ideas into very, you can say, successful business venture. So not only seeking some kind of jobs, but also if you have some kind of idea, you can also explore that possibilities. So that will also give you very good opportunities for even the future generations. Okay, next. So these are, you can say, fintech evolutions. It started around 2009, and there are various phases: growth phase, accelerations, and current phase. Okay, okay, next. 2010, that was, you can say, the where the journey started. I just give you the background because those who are Gen Z, I don't think they have got that kind of exposure. Uh, just to give you some idea so that you can realize the importance of this kind of technology. Amari generation, we have passed to that particular phase. Let us take an example of કે તમારે ચેક તમારા ફ્રેન્ડને આપવો છે અથવા કોઈ તમને ચેક આપે છે, પૈસા આપે છે તમને. So what તમારે શું કરવું પડતું? You had to go to bank, અને એ બી તમારે 10:30 થી 3 ની વચ્ચે જ જવાનું થાય, કે જે દરમિયાન જ તમારા ટ્રાન્ઝેક્શન ચાલુ થતા હોય. ત્યાર પછી જાઓ તો તમારો ચેક તમારે ડિપોઝિટ નહીં કરી શકો, બીજે દિવસે કરવાનો થાય. બેંક તમે ચેક તમે બેંકમાં ડિપોઝિટ કરો, ઇટ did not mean કે તમારા ખાતામાં પૈસા આવી ગયા. એ બેંકનો ચેક જે ખરો એ ક્લિયરિંગમાં જાય, અને ધારો કે ગુજરાતમાં હોય, ધારો કે જુનાગઢથી તમારે રાજકોટ હોય કે બરોડા હોય, તો તમારા ખાતામાં પૈસા આવતા તે વખતે 4 થી 5 દિવસ કે 6 થી 7 દિવસ થતા. એન્ડ ઇફ ઇટ ઇઝ અધર સ્ટેટ, બીજા સ્ટેટમાં તો 10-10, 15-15 દિવસ પછી તમારો ચેક ક્લિયર થતો અને ખાતામાં પૈસા થતા. એટલે રાઈટ, સો ધેટ વોઝ ધ સિનારિયો. And now today you can just imagine, and again તમારે પૈસા લેવા હોય તો બેંકમાં તમારે જવાનું, લાઈનમાં ઊભા રહેવાનું, 3 વાગ્યા પછી મોડા જાઓ તો તમને પૈસા નહીં મળે, બીજે દિવસે તમારે જવું પડે. Today now it is available 24/7. You don't have to go to bank or even to ATM. Earlier ATM પર પણ જવું પડતું હતું, પણ હવે ATM પર જવાની જરૂર નથી. What was the earlier scenario? તમારું એક બેંકમાં ખાતું હોય તો એ બેંકનું ATM તમે યુઝ કરી શકો, બીજી બેંકમાંથી નહીં. હવે irrespective of your bank, કે તમારું ખાતું કોઈ પણ બેંકમાં કોઈ પણ જગ્યાએ હોય, but you can use your ATM not only India but across the world. તમે ધારો કે USA જાઓ અથવા જર્મની જાઓ અને તમને પૈસાની જરૂર પડે અને તમારો ડેબિટ કાર્ડ હોય તો તમને ત્યાં યુરોમાં તમે પૈસા ઉપાડી શકો. Now this is the, you can say, the power of, you can say, the technology, fintech. So now it's up to you કે તમે એને કેવી રીતે leverage કરો અને કેવી રીતે use કરો. So that was the phase where banks started using those what is known as core banking solutions. Earlier there was manually prepared or direct transactions, then they started using computer, and then the transactions were computerized, અને that is how the journey started. પહેલા જે તે બ્રાન્ચ પહેલા કમ્પ્યુટરાઇઝ થઈ જે તે બેંકમાં, સેમ બેંકની બીજી બ્રાન્ચમાં તમારે કરવું હોય તો ફિઝિકલી જ કરવાનું થતું. The next stage was connection of different branches of the same bank. And the next stage was the interlinking of, you can say, other banks. So today we have, irrespective of, you can say, the bank or branch, you can transfer money or receive money from anywhere. Okay, the next. So then comes the digital identity. So which make our task simple. જે રીતે વિજય સરે કીધું કે પહેલા physically you will have to bring those all those documents, carry that physical documents for like almost all those activities. But now if it digitally linked, so now your task become very easy. Okay, next. Ani earlier. Pelu. Mobile wallets. I think earlier there was a situation, Paytm, that was a mobile wallet, e-wallet. You will have to, you can say, charge, or you can say make payment in a particular wallet. It is as good as, why it is known as wallet? Because જે રીતે પૈસા પર્સમાં તમારા પૈસા હોય એટલા પૈસા તમે ખર્ચી શકો, એટલે પહેલા તમારે પર્સમાં પૈસા મૂકવા પડે. So that is why it is known as e-wallet. But again, if you want to make a transactions, તો Paytm થી Paytm માં transactions થતું હતું. If they have different wallet, so that transaction was not possible. And this is how UPI came into picture. So the next stage is the UPI. What is UPI? That is Unified Payment Interface. Now, irrespective of your wallet, whether you are using X wallet or Y wallet or Z wallet, now you can make, you can say, transactions within or across, you can say, the different wallets also. It is possible. Not only that, earlier you required, you can say, the name, the detail of bank accounts, or even the name, etc., that you will have to register, and you will have to enter all those details about, you can say, the other account holder. But today you don't need all those, you can say, kai bank che, kai branch che, kayo account number che. No, you only need, even you have that cell phone mobile number ase, that will serve your purpose. So this is how your task has become very easy and comfortable. So this is the power of, you can say, the technology. And as Vijay sir has already discussed, the demonetizations, that also was one of the, you can say, the factor કે જેણે આખું એ cashless transactions ને promote કર્યું. Okay, and then they started expanding not only in the transfer of money but again making payments for, you can say, various services also, utilities also. Okay, next. Then there are, okay, regulatory maturations, and government has also came out with some kind of regulations, make it very easy, so get your daily life becomes hassle free. Okay, so now their emerging trend, the current phase is defined by a rise of neo banking platforms. So basically, what is neo banking platform? That is, you can say, customized, individual need, because every individual is different. His or her needs or requirement is something different. So accordingly, that is, you can say, the customize. So now banks are able to provide customized service to each and every individual, right? So, and okay, next. So how is it possible? See, another important thing is just to realize the importance of this technology. I have given you the example of, you can say, the earlier checks transactions. Here also you need some kind of vision. So where you need some kind of people who have that kind of vision, and to make that vision possible and implement, you require that kind of physical infrastructure. So earlier, when mobile phone was introduced, I think many of you are aware, but younger generations may not be aware of that. So that was the period where the call charges were. Do you have any idea what was the call charges when the mobile phone was introduced in India? 16 rupees per minute outgoing and 8 rupees for even incoming. એટલે તમારો incoming call હોય તેના પર પણ ચાર્જ લાગતો હતો. That was around 16 rupees and 8 rupees. Then Dhirubhai, they came out, Dhirubhai Ambani, he came out with one vision. What was the vision? Kar lo duniya muthi mein. So rest of the companies were charging 16 rupees, 7 rupees, 8 rupees. Reliance Infocom at that point of time, they came out with 40 paisa per minute. So that was the vision ki kar lo duniya muthi mein. And today, because of the smartphone, because of this kind of information and communication technologies, because of fintech, now everything virtually is in your palm. દરેક વસ્તુ તમારી મુઠ્ઠીમાં છે. If you have smartphone, I think you can manage everything. So this is the kind of vision. So how does it work? So here is, you can say, there are basic, you can say, in the back end, there is a platform where this is working. So as a student of commerce and management, one should understand how does it work, so that you come out with some kind of innovations, or you, unless and until you know, you cannot leverage on it, you cannot better utilize it, or maybe you can somehow find out some kind of better ways and means. So that is how I just discussed some of this, like digital infrastructure, where government has created that kind of telecommunication infrastructure, data center repositories. At the same time, there are regulatory bodies, because your information, private information, is very much sensitive. So to make it more secure and confidential, you also need those kind of mechanism. So these are, you can say, the various mechanism, and you can say the infrastructure created by Government of India. And how it is possible? Fine, you have that kind of infrastructure, you have regulatory bodies, there are companies, they are ready to provide all those services and applications. But ultimately, who are going to use it? So unless and until it is available with you, what you need smartphone. If it is smartphone is not in your reach, it's of no use. So government has also created that kind of, you can say, the policies and incentive, so that now it is possible that even it is feasible for everybody કે પોતે સ્માર્ટફોન 4-5 હજાર ખર્ચીને બી સ્માર્ટફોન લઈ શકે કે જેમાં બધી ફેસિલિટી યુઝ થઈ શકે. Because earlier in technology there is a term, because why it is important, because we are talking about Viksit Bharat. So when we talk about Viksit Bharat, we need what we call is a balanced development. એટલે કે દરેકે દરેક જણાનો ઇન્વોલ્વમેન્ટ હોય, દરેકે દરેક જણાને સારી લાઈફ મળે, સ્ટાન્ડર્ડ ઓફ લિવિંગ સારું હોય. એ ક્યારે પોસિબલ થાય કે બધાને ઇક્વલ એક્સેસ મળતું હોય, ઓપોર્ચ્યુનિટી મળતી હોય તો. What was the earlier situation? The term which was known as digital divide. Those who are having access to computers, internet, mobile phone, so they were able to get all those benefit and advantage. એ લોકોને જ આ સર્વિસીસ મળતી હતી, એ લોકો જ યુઝ કરી શકતા હતા, એ લોકો જ યુઝ કરી શકતા હતા. But those who are not having those access, so that will widen the gap. So what government made? Government made it possible that, or ensure that, કે સ્માર્ટફોન દરેક ફેમિલી પાસે અથવા દરેક ઇન્ડિવિજ્યુઅલ પાસે પહોંચે, તો જ આ બધી જ વસ્તુ ઇમ્પ્લિમેન્ટ થઈ શકે. So now we have various success stories. Okay, there is another role which is known as NPCI. What is NPCI? That serves as umbrella organization for all retail payments. So you name it, that is possible only because of NPCI. Okay. Then there are digital infrastructure. Next. Okay. So what is digital infrastructure? It is secure and interoperable, built on open standard and specifications. Now that is important. It is not a proprietary kind of thing. See what Vijay sir has highlighted, in some of the developed countries, the private companies have created that kind of infrastructure. So that see, when you talk about private companies, the ultimate objective is, you can say, the profit motive. Okay, and they have got some kind of limited access, and there are constraints and limitations. But in India, what we have adopted, we have adopted open. So anybody can contribute positively and get advantage it and can use it. So there is no restriction, there is no limitations. So that is how it is available to, you can say, everybody. They have equal access to everybody. And there are legal frameworks. Okay, next. Okay, next. Okay, so these are some of the important, you can say, components of India's digital infrastructure. I think many of you are aware of those. Other, everybody knows. UPI, everybody is aware. DigiLocker, I think everybody is aware, where you can store our documents and credentials. There are account aggregators. I think, I don't know how many of you are aware, but basically, if you talk about any companies, or you can say insurance, how do you ensure that your data or personal information will be secure and safe, right? So કારણ કે દરેક વખતે તમારું ડિટેલ માગે, અને how there is no guarantee that it will be used for the same purpose, કે બીજા કોઈ purpose માટે નહીં use થાય. So there are intermediary which are known as account aggregator. They are having the license. They only can share the data. Then Diksha, then Coin, and another important thing is open network for digital commerce. Like you are aware of Amazon, you are aware of Flipkart, right? So these are, you can say, the e-marketplace. So similar that the open network for digital commerce, that is also an initiative by the government. So where even the small kirana store or anybody can get, they register themselves and can sell and buy from that particular network. So now it is providing access to everybody. If you want to register to Amazon, maybe there are certain criteria, registration fees and other constraints. So those who do not have those, if they do not fall in that particular criteria, maybe they were not able to register on it. But now that is also equally available. Anybody can register it. So likewise, next. So these are, you can say, some facts and figures. Okay, next. Okay, next I have discussed. So these are some of the, you can say, the role of NPCI, system development and management, and ensures interoperabilities, settlement and clearing, because there are a number of agencies, not only in terms of interbank transactions, but even from, you can say, B2B or C2C or C2B, any transactions. It also ensures, you can say, the managing the risk. And the most important aspect is financial inclusion. So Viksit Bharat vision, it is difficult to achieve unless and until we have that kind of financial inclusion. Okay, so okay, next. So these are some of, you can say, the shoots, what you can say NPCI is of, and which make that kind of system possible. UPI, that is everybody is aware. That is also, RuPay is also another success story. Just like earlier there was Visa and MasterCard owned by the foreign companies. Now RuPay is also available in other parts of the world also. Okay, next. Then IMPS, I think everybody is aware. Other enabled payment system. Then Bharat Bill payment systems. Okay, next. Okay, FASTag, I think everybody is aware. That is also, you can say, the one of the key important or initiative of NPCI. And then National Financial Switch. So we'll not go into that technical aspect. I have just given you the overview. Okay, next. So I have discussed some of these, you can say, the initiatives, UPI. 3.75 billion transactions in 2018 to almost 220 billion in 2025. And almost 50% of, you can say, the global real-time digital payment is done through UPI. And in case of UPI, now we are becoming, you can say, the global leader. So not only in India, but almost six countries have already started using our UPI, and other 2 countries, they have also initiated that to implement in their countries. So now we have created our own model, and now the world is follow it. Okay, next. Uh, so fine. The last thing is important. The rest of the just the figure. This is just to give you the kind of the bigger picture. Network connects almost 684 banks, support 65 million merchants, and via 709 million active QR codes. 709 almost 70 crore, 70 crore QR codes, and that is where the one of the key objective of our you can say in journey to Viksit Bharat, the financial inclusion. Now almost 70 crore people, even they are sitting on, you can say, roadside. તરાપો વેચતા હોય કે હવે શાકભાજી વેચતા એ લોકો પાસે બી QR code છે. So earlier the majority were out of the financial system. Cash to cash transactions karta tha. So there was no record. There is no, you can say, the tracing, nothing. But now they are part of the, you can say, the financial system. So that is, you can say, in the true sense of the financial inclusion. Not only that, what is the advantage of bringing them into financial system? Because now we are able to trace it, we are able to know, you can say, which ultimately contributes to our GDP also. So earlier there was no record, so that was not truly, or you can say, perfectly reflected in terms of our GDPs. Now they are indirect, they were also contributing, but that was not possible to count each and everybody. But because of this financial inclusion, now it is possible to contribute and include it. Now that is, you can say, the bigger impact. Okay, next. Okay, so this is the impact of the UPI. So 1% increase in UPI transactions, which leads to almost 0.3% increase in GDP. So now you can just combine the earlier figure and just try to imagine. So almost 238 billion transactions. So that ultimately directly contributes to our GDP. And finally, by replacing cash, UPI enhances tax compliances, improves transaction auditability, and help curbs to informal black money economy. So there was parallel economy which negatively affects our financial health, but because of this EPI, that is now possible. Okay, next. Okay, so government efficiency. I think everybody is aware of DBT. Even those who are getting scholarship, now scholarship is in students directly credited to your account. So similarly, governments, either state government, central governments, runs various schemes or the programs where the money is involved. So earlier there was a lot of leakage on those process, because that was so because of this kind of, you can say, DBT using, you can say, this kind of technologies, fintech or applications of technology in financial services, now that leakage is almost it's negligible now. So now it is ultimately reaching to the true beneficiaries. So as I told you, so now it is live in almost 6 countries, UAE, Singapore, France, Mauritius, Nepal, even Maldives and other countries. They have also shown their interest, and maybe by this year, maybe we'll have few more countries join in UPI journey. Okay, next. So this is also one of the initiatives by RuPay. These are all example of, you can get, success stories of our fintech. Okay, so next. Okay, next. Just go to Indian economy. Okay. So what is the importance of rupee, our own card? So the first is financial sovereignty in data securities. Unlike international networks, RuPay processes all transactions within India, ensuring sensitive financial informations. That is one thing. And it saves Indian banking system an estimated 30 to 40% on interchange fees compared to global network. So this is how you can use financial technologies. Next. Okay, you can just, okay, now it is available almost to 60 countries. So just like your Visa or MasterCard or some American Express card, now you can use your RuPay card across 40 countries all over the world. Okay, next. FASTag, I think everybody is aware. This is also one of the very good initiatives of the NPCI. And that is also a very good example of what is known as financial technologies. So it saves a lot of, you can say, not only in terms of time, but also in terms of money also. So earlier there was a lot of leakage because there was a cash transactions, but because of FASTag, now that leakage is almost prevented. And not only that, it has also, you can say, help us to reduce, you can say, the fuel consumptions. But earlier there was, because of, you can say, the waiting for, you can say, cash transactions, on an average vehicle stops at 2-3 minutes, which was ideal and which consumes fuel. And as you all know, we import almost more than 80% of our requirement of oil. So, and which requires foreign exchanges. So even if you are able to save few percentage, we are able to save in terms of crores of rupees, hundreds of crores of rupees by just saving time in terms of, you can say, payment your toll tax. So it looks very simple and small, but the implication as our country is very large. Okay. So at final, it has increased the revenue efficiency from 3% to 15%. Okay, next. Okay, not only that, but this information give the authorities and the policymakers, because now they have got the data, and now they are in a position to take, you can say, or devise a better policies. Because it is based on the facts and figures. And so is the case when you talk about UPI or even in terms of the RuPay card, when online transactions. So now the data is coming to government, and now government is in a better position to take, you can say, the better decision and accordingly can make a policies. So there is a, you can say, the policy implications also. Next. Okay, so these are some of these, and these are some of the opportunities available in future, like digital lending. Vyas sir has already discussed. RegTech. RegTech, basically, when you talk about the various regulatory bodies, you get various registrations and you will have to fill different compliances. It is again a very time consuming and cumbersome process. But RegTech provides, you can say, that is what you can say in terms of a single window clearance kind of thing. Cross-border finances, not only India, but MSMEs, where almost 40% revenue foreign exchange comes from the MSMEs. So they got difficulties in getting, you can say, the foreign exchange, foreign fund, etc. But now you can also provide cross-border finance. It is possible. These are emerging areas. So maybe the students can think of coming out some kind of very good ideas or the startup in those areas. Insurance tech, embedded finance, where linking, you can say, based on your, see, earlier, if you talk about small business owners, they need, you can say, loan for working capital or even the term loan, because the transactions were not recorded, because they avoid recording each and every transactions. But because of this, based on those transactions, uh, they may be extended some kind of, you can say, the working capital loan and some other credit facilities based on their own records. Okay, so that is known as embedded finance. Just like if you, based on your spending pattern, might, I think many of you might be getting the call from the various banks કે તમને પર્સનલ લોન આપી છે, ક્રેડિટ કાર્ડ આપવા છે, So how do they identify you? Based on a spending pattern, and they can offer you insurance, you can offer some kind of other financial services. So this is a part of embedded finance. Then wealth tech, not only just managing, you can say, your own day-to-day transaction, but also help you to manage your wealth also, like mutual fund, investment in equity or commodities kind of thing, combining all those things. Okay. I think next. So this is finally, you have got the very good opportunities, and ecosystem is already set up. It's now up to you how you are going to leverage. Because next, because if you really want to achieve the Viksit Bharat 2047, you will have to use this and leverage on it, come out with some kind of innovative ideas. Because as the sir has already pointed out, at present we are at 4.13 trillion, and by 2047 it is estimated that maybe will touch $26 trillion. The per capita income would exceed 15,000 US dollar. At present it is around 2818. This is just give you the comparative figure. At present China is having almost 13,000 US dollar. USA is almost more than 80,000 US dollar as on today. And after 20 years, when we want to become a Viksit Bharat, our you can say per capita income will range from 15 to $26,000. There are number of estimates, number of agencies have estimated will range from 15 to $26,000. Now it is up to you, the students, the young generations. Now this is the challenge. Now it's up to you how you can bring, or you can say move from 2818 to 15,000 or $20,000. So accordingly, you can come out with some kind of innovative ideas, use it, fintech, and ultimately you can contribute to, you can say, the Indian economy. Okay. So I think, okay, thank you. I think I'm in time.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, we would like to appreciate and honor Professor Dr. Jaideep Kumar Chaudhary, sir, for his valuable and insightful session. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Dinesh Chawla, sir, to present certificate of appreciation to Dr. Jaideep, sir. Please, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Before we going for lunch break, please listen carefully about your technical session. Technical session 1, theme 1, accounting, auditing and sustainability. પ્લેસ અહીંયા સેમિનાર હોલ ઉપર જ છે. ટેકનિકલ સેશન 2, થીમ ફાઇનાન્સ, ફિનટેક ઇનોવેશન એન્ડ ડિજિટલ ફાઇનાન્શિયલ સિસ્ટમ. પ્લેસ કોન્ફરન્સ હોલ ઇન ફ્રન્ટ ઓફ રજિસ્ટ્રેશન ડેસ્ક. રજિસ્ટ્રેશન ડેસ્કની સામે. ટેકનિકલ સેશન 3, થીમ 3, ફાઇનાન્શિયલ ઇન્ક્લુઝન એન્ડ ઇન્ક્લુઝિવ ઇકોનોમિક ગ્રોથ. પ્લેસ ક્લાસરૂમ નંબર 3, ફર્સ્ટ ફ્લોર. ટેકનિકલ સેશન 4, થીમ 4, Policy, Governance and Vision of Viksit Bharat @2047. Place classroom number 4, first floor. We will now break for lunch. Lunch has been arranged at the community hall. Kindly proceed there and reassemble in the auditorium after the lunch break. We request all participants to kindly return auditorium as soon as possible for time, because we started our technical session as soon as possible. બસનું અરેન્જમેન્ટ કરેલું છે અહીંયાથી જમવા માટે જવા માટે, તો બધા પાર્ટિસિપન્ટ્સ બહાર જાય અને ત્યાંથી બસમાં જતા રહે જમવા માટે, અને જેટલું બને